Yo, what is up, boys? It's your boy Pick MMA. We're back with a daily live stream, and a little bit later, than I was hoping for. But we're here now. We're gonna just chill out for the next 2 hours. Probably gonna be here for the next 2.5 hours. What's good, West Coast? He said, who's going live first? AJ or Pick him? He's going live right now too. That's fucking sick, bro. I didn't even know the dude was gonna go live at this. Today's Sunday, right? So, is he going live right now? I had no clue this guy was going live right now. Let's go. I'll be there after I'm done with my stream. I'm probably gonna have to watch it. Or okay, he is going live. Let's go. Me and AJ going live at the same time. Let's go. Nicholas said, let's freaking go pick him stream. Let's go, Nicholas. What's going on with you, man? I hope you're good. I hope hope you had a good weekend over the fucking weekend. You should pick him one. Bro, I was supposed to go live at like 10:40, but I was like, damn. I was trying to find out how I can go live in 1080p, but I guess you gotta pay like $50 for the StreamYards. I'm not paying $50 for StreamYards to go live in 1080p. Fuck that. Yeah, apparently, like I swear, I think before like you could go live in 1080p on YouTube, but now they changed. They're trying to charge people more money. Fuck StreamYards. You said I'm driving home from work right now. That's cool. That's good. So I'm glad you're driving home right now and done with work. Guys, we're gonna go over UFC 300. Man, look at this card. This card is absolutely amazing. And I honestly, I cannot wait to see it, man. I already got the pay-per-view and everything. Like, it's $80 for pay-per-view, but this card, if any card's worth the pay-per-view, like you can sit back and watch with your family. I'll be here I'll be doing the fight companion, so I'll be here watching with you guys. But if you guys like have some family over, you guys can definitely watch this card and have a ton of fun, man. Because this card is absolutely stacked from top to bottom, and we're gonna go over some picks here. And it's gonna be freaking sick. Let's go. And because I was watching UFC 300 prediction video all day at work for 12 hours. Damn, bro. I used to do that too. I used to just like put my headphones in at work and just listen to like MMA content or like music. Like that's the only way you can get through those hours at work. Like so I know how you feel. Liz. 100% pick him, kid. You better be picking Brandes. No, I'm not picking Brandes, dude. They're giving Brandes a 4% chance to win the fight. So like they're not giving him a lot of not more than it shouldn't be that low a chance because he does have a chance. He's got a puncher chance. But his fight IQ, his cushion making, I haven't picked Brandes. I know he's winning fights in the last two fights. I haven't picked him to win ever since that Dimas fight. And his fight IQ is so horrible. And you think Cody Brandes by the KO, bro? Imagine both the Codys get it done. That'll be fucking awesome, right? That'll be sick. I really hope that Cody Nola wins the fight, bro. I think he can pull it off, but it's not gonna be easy, bro. It's not gonna be easy because Figueiredo is a fucking menace. Like dudes bring serious intensity to the fights. Yeah, I can't pick Brandes. No way I'm picking Brandes. I don't even know if I can pick Brandes over anyone. Maybe there's like some people out there in the lower level. But I just hope we get a finish early. Like I just need a finish in that one. I got a couple of parlays with the finish. I just hope it goes under. I got under 2.5, under 1.5. So that better not go to this. Imagine Cody just trying to survive the whole fight, go to this somehow. Let's go. Let's go. I'll be in the UFC on the stream for sure, bro. I can't wait for her, man. I cannot wait for her, bro. Like only less than 6 days away now. Yeah, we got like 5-6 days. I think the fights are gonna be starting around like 6 p.m. in the Eastern time. So we're gonna be there till like probably like 2 a.m. in the morning. And this is the type of card you want to stay up for, like because the last two Day Night Dungeon cards. The Brendan Allen fight, Chris Curtis, that was a good matchup. Coming from those women's MMA fights, those Blanchfield and Fior, and what was the other matchup? I almost forgot. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was Namajunas versus who was it? Hebas. Yeah. So after those two fights, like watching even the Chris Curtis and Allen fight was way better than that one. Like those guys really were throwing down. I think Chris Curtis might have edged it out. with the striking, but the way he got folded at the end, he got injured, I guess. So you don't want to do that, right? When you're in a close fight like that, and the judges they're looking at your body language after the fights. But in the Chepe fight, bro, I picked Chepe to win, and I don't know if he won that matchup, but it was a close fight. I guess he outstruck him over the course. Yeah. Raxer just said Cody by KO. You're probably talking about Cody No Love, right? I mean, Cody can definitely like. I don't know if he's gonna knock down like Figueredo, because Figueredo chin is not bad. I don't think Figueredo has a bad chin, so I don't think he's gonna knock him down. But if anyone can, I mean, Cody has phenomenal striking, right? So Cody's a phenomenal striker. So if anyone's gonna touch that chin, and I don't think he's gonna knock him out. I could see him knocking down Figueredo maybe, but that's if Cody's durability starts holding up in this fight, because his durability hasn't really been holding up in the past. I mean, because as soon this could be your job, breaking down fights, pick 'em, bro. I'd fucking love that. I'd love to make this my job. Cause I'm a big fight fan, bro. Like I watch like PFL, I watch LFA, like so like this is like me my fucking life outside working. Like this is it, and that'd be fucking amazing, bro. Let's go. So that's exciting as hell, yeah, bro. Dude, over. So you missed WrestleMania? Yeah, I missed WrestleMania. When was WrestleMania? I don't even watch. Bro, I'll tell you right now. I used to watch WWE like back in like 2006, 2007. Like I was like 10 years old. I think it was 2010. Yeah, it was 2010, 2009. Like back when Great Khali, Kane, and Undertaker, like all those guys. Like I used to be I'm still a big Kane fan. I don't watch WWE anymore, but I used to be big into WWE back then. Let's go Denial. We got Denial in here too, bro. I want to see Denial in here. Um, Tudober said Roman Reigns lost title, bro. Damn, he lost the title. Roman Reigns is actually a menace, bro. But I just haven't watched WWE since like the last 10 years. Yo, I mean, I think it's good entertainment. I really think it's good entertainment. But I like watching men fight for real. Like that's that's my fucking. As I got older, like I realized WWE was. I When I was younger, I was like, this shit is for real. I actually used to think WWE was for real, bro. Like it's crazy looking back now. But yeah, Cody Rhodes, bro. Cody know a lot, bro. I really hope he fucking gets it done. Like, but I mean, I don't have like. It'd be nice to see Cody get it done and go in 3-5 streak. But yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be easy because Figueredo's a menace. I'm definitely not parlaying Figueredo. I know a lot of people out there parlaying Figgy here, but it's not something I want to do because Cody has a really good skill set. I mean, I remember watching Cody like before he kind of lost a step recently. But before Cody was actually really good. I remember when he fought Mark Brimiz, I think, or what was his name? Brimiz, the guy that Conor McGregor made his UFC debut against. He fought Cody No Love too, and Cody knocked him out in third round, bro. Like I went back and rewatched the fight. Cody looked phenomenal in that matchup. That's before he had like chin issues back then. Pastor just said Roman's reign should have retained Chris would have won. He not tore his shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think Chris Curtis like was doing more damage on the feed, but he's still giving up back control and takedowns. And like, bro, the MMA judging is like so all over the place, bro. It's like tough to like some fights like control time matters, and some fights control time doesn't matter. So like I don't really know what's going on with these judges, bro. Like we need consistency in MMA scorecards. Like I really hope we get some consistency, but I don't think they care about it enough. I don't think the UFC really cares all that much. I really hope someday in the future that we really get some consistency, and I hope we have to like they should do interviews with these judges later after they're done judging fights, so they have to explain why they judged a fight a certain way. Like I know people are saying Walker got robbed. I don't think he got robbed. I actually had money on Walker. Like I stayed away the whole week, and then I fucking ended up betting him in a parlay at the end. Like I don't know why I did that, but I was like he's gonna be able to use the size. But yeah, just Hackers like heavyweight fights and these sloppy old heavyweights. I mean, he's not even old; he's only like 26 or something, so it's not like crazy old. But dude's just absolutely horrendous. And I mean, just didn't do shit. He got in full mon, didn't throw a punch. Like it's crazy, though. That's how terrible Walker is. But I'm getting a little off topic right now. Yeah, Cody, no love, bro. That'd be fucking sick. I mean, I'm not betting on it. I just want to see that fight. To be honest, like, there's a lot of fights that I just want to watch as a fan. I don't want to have money on it because then you're like, if you don't win money on the fight when you have money on a fight, then you're gonna be disappointed after. Like honestly, I'm not even betting that much on this card. As a fan, like as a fight fan, like I want to watch this. I want to watch these fights as a fight fan more. I'm close to that. I think Cody has a puncher chance. I wouldn't really say a puncher chance because Figgy does like not always he throws a ton of volume. Like it just is the Cody's gonna be much bigger out there. He can also take him down, right? We've seen Figueredo get taken down before. Moreno took him down, so it's not like Figueredo can get taken down here. But let's do a poll before we get into it, man. I gotta do some polls. We'll do a poll, see who you guys are picking here. But yeah, I think I actually think that I mean Cody has a decent chance in this one, but I just his durability. But I mean he came like he was moving down. He moved down to 125 for that. So Figgy versus Cody. Yeah, I mean when he fought at 125, right? So I guess the speed was a factor in that matchup against Kai Kara France. But what I will say about that is, I mean, Cody Garbrandt was really training himself to make 125. I mean, he shouldn't have done that. I don't know why he did that. Why he did it. I guess he's trying to become a double champion. Like that was his opportunity there to fight a top-ranked flyweight and get to the title at a 125. But yeah, he looked so drained on the scales, and like just his chin just didn't hold up at a 125. He got knocked on a couple of times. That was kind of sad, bro. Like every time that Carcar France was touching him, he was like knocking him down, knocking him out. Like the speed was a big factor in that matchup. So I feel like the speed is gonna be a factor in this one. But Figueredo, like as he does have power, like we can say that he does have power, and his durability is better than Cody, no love. But I think Cody, if he wrestles here, I think he can have success in this matchup. But it's not gonna be easy to wrestle Figueredo all night because. Remember when Cody Garbrandt was wrestling Trevin Jones, and then in third round, like they're sort of trading in the pocket, and then Trevin Jones almost like knocked him out. In third round, and Cody was hurt bad, but he was able to wrestle, get a takedown, and lay on top. Yeah, that's the only reason I can't pick Cody here. So I'm gonna go Figueredo, but honestly, like I really hope that Cody gets it done. It'd be nice to see Cody going on his 35 win streak. But even the wins he's getting, I mean, I picked him over Kelleher. Like I think I picked decision, but I was like KO was very likely, and I actually had him parlayed. I mean, over Kelleher, so came through for me there on that card. But this is gonna be a tough matchup here. Robert said, UFC, which UFC fighter would you like to meet? Um, bro, I want to meet Charles Oliveira, man. I really wish I could speak Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, and talk to Charles Oliveira. Like this dude is a freaking animal, man. And I might pick flip to Charles Oliveira. Like I've been thinking about it. Like so, I was picking Charles Oliveira before doing tape study. Then I'm leaning towards Armin, and now like I don't know. Like that's I was watching that fight back of Armin versus Joaquim Silva, and like he was having a hard time like controlling him on the ground. Like Joaquim Silva was constantly working his way back up, and Silva took that fight on short notice. Like it's not like Silva was like coming in with the full camp and like, and he rocked him too, right? But like even when Armin's hurt, he still wrestled, right? But if what happens if he doesn't get the takedowns in this fight? Like that's gonna be it's gonna be a fun matchup. Michael said about Figgy has good fight IQ. He was taking down Font easy. Yeah, I mean, Fawn's snake that defense has never really been something crazy. And Fawn, like, as good of a chin he has, like, he's got a decent chin. Actually, he's got good recovery. Let's say he's got good recovery, but his chin is not that solid. Fawn gets hurt all the time. I remember when he got dropped like 50 times by Cheeto Vera, who's not really a power puncher. Cheeto Vera's like, I mean, Cheeto Vera does have power. He can knock you out with like head kicks or like knees and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I remember that fight. But even though like Fawn was out striking Vera, but the damage, right? That's what it came down to in that matchup. You like the under 1.5 here, bro? I think this could end early. What's the totals on this one? Let me pull up the odds on this one. I'm curious to see what the odds are here. BetOnline should have the lines up, right? They usually drop the totals on. They already have the everything, all the props and everything on a main card. But I'm still waiting for them to drop the. I guess they should have dropped. They normally drop it on Sunday afternoon or Monday morning. For we also got PFL this week, so I'll be live for PFL for sure on Friday. So that's gonna be lit. Yeah, UC 300. Like yeah, they dropped the totals now finally. So the totals on this one is so Figueredo is coming in at -810, which is kind of crazy because it is a wide line. It's probably due to that the durability and Figueredo's championship level experience. And let's not forget Davidson Figueredo's I mean, both these guys are former champions, right? I mean, Cody No Love is a former champion. So over 1.5 is -185. I think it should go over 1.5, but I'm not betting it at 2 to 1. Like this, I mean, I would take the under 2.5. I think under it goes under 2.5 rounds, but yeah, over 1.5 is like 2 to 1. It's not pretty. Because this could end early too. I could see it ending early. Now Cody's minus. No, you were talking about Figgy, right? Figgy's like -300 right now, which is kind of crazy. The Dober said Chris Benoit made his return. Who's Chris Benoit? Chris Barnett, you mean, or it's gotta be Chris Barnett, right? I'd be. I'm excited to see Chris Barnett fight. If you're talking about the same guy, McClure said I could see it going over 1.5 to grapple. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Figgy's gonna grapple him. I think he's gonna just strike with him early, and then maybe mix in a takedown later in fight. But I don't see him taking down Cody No Love, bro. I just don't see him getting takedowns in this fight because Cody No Love has phenomenal takedown defense. He's a really strong grappler too. And he's gonna be much more bigger in this fight, right? Over Saito though he is Sigma as fuck and is still real to me. I mean, if you enjoy it, right? Why not just watch it? But I can't really. I'll try watching it when I think when like a couple months back I was like trying to watch one, like I wasn't watching it live. I was watching it like one of the videos after, but I just can't get into it, bro. Like I like watching fist fights. So like that's the type of that's what I watch now. Just that's it. I watch NBA from time to time. Like I got an NBA parlay for today. I think it's like 20 plus 27 points for Trailblazers, and they came through plus 8 points for what was it? I think it was like something like plus 100 NBA parlay. Only just for fun, and it wasn't something crazy. It was plus 8 points for Lakers. I hopefully Lakers they don't lose. I think they're gonna win. They might win this. They're actually doing pretty good right now. It was Miami plus 8 points for Miami. Miami lost by 2 points. They put up a I mean, they put up a good fight against Pacers, but Pacers were had home court advantage here. But yeah, I mean, I'll watch like NBA from time to time, but I don't watch it like consistently though. Only when I can catch a game, and haven't been watching NBA today even like. Hunter said, imagine Cody Nochin just Styles and Figgy like in the Dominic Cruz fight. Yeah, I could see like I don't know if I see that to be honest because Figueiredo is not a scrub on the feet. But I remember that fight with Moreno. Ray Moreno was like, I mean Moreno was really good. I don't know what happened to Moreno now. It looked pretty horrible in that what was that match? A Brandon Roy Wolf fight. So I mean Moreno was landing some nice jabs, nice combinations on Figgy, and he got a doctor stoppage in that matchup in their last fight. And yeah, I mean Figgy maybe that was due to the weight cut. He looked really slow in that matchup. I could see Cody winning here, bro. Like I want to see how they match up on the scales and yeah, like, I might fix up to Cody Nola, bro, but it'd be more of a biased pick to be honest, because I want to see Cody win, but just durability scares me. Let's go Stormy Norman in the house. We got Raptor just said I want my card low. He was offering trading cards. Who was offering trading cards? Rags. Yo, let's go UFC Kazo in the house. Let's go to UFC Kazo. McLeod said Cody Chin not terrible. It sounds like he's being KO'd multiple times recently. But he hasn't been fighting the best. He hasn't been fighting guys that can crack that chin, right? Like fuck Kelleher, who's more of like a grappler, go for a guillotine choke, or like he does have power, but he's like 37. And Figueiredo's not like crazy young either, but Figueiredo has been to the top, right? So and he looked phenomenal over Fawn. I actually picked Fawn to win in that matchup, so he looked great in that one. Yeah, you're right, but I mean, Trevin Jones is not really. Trevin Jones is not even with the UFC anymore. He fights in Cage Warriors now. He lost to in the Cage Warriors main event recently to Hernandez, I think recently. And I picked Hernandez to beat Trevin Jones. Trevin Jones is not that good. I mean, the last time that we seen. I mean, the first round knockout from Cody was phenomenal, but he was still getting hurt, but not getting hurt, but he was getting touched up by Kelleher, right? Like a couple of times. But Kelleher just didn't have that one punch power or like a knockdown power that Figgy's gonna have here. Yeah, Walker looked awful, bro. That was like one of the worst, so embarrassing performances by Walker. Just because I did think Walker won, but I wasn't mad with the decision. I don't think he won, bro. Honestly, like I wish he won, but I don't think he did enough. Like even when he got in full mount, didn't throw a single punch. That was like that was a pretty fucking horrible fight from Walker. Like even the Brisky, whatever his fucking name is, I can't say his last name, but Lucas Brzezinski. Um, yeah, so like when he was landing on top position, he was throwing grounded upon. He was then doing damage, right? So yeah, even though like Walker had like control in the third round, it wasn't really doing much with the takedowns. So like, it's just embarrassing, bro. I mean, he's 26 years old, so I think he could be back, but his stand up is so made. He's like even Samil Gaziev, I think beats him, to be honest. I think that's the next matchup that makes sense. Do Samil Gaziev taking on versus Walker next to see who's the worst fighter at heavyweight. Cody can win. Figgy has no power. I got Cody by KO 20 to win 50. Bro, I mean, this is MMA race, so anything can happen in MMA. I wouldn't be shocked if Cody lands something crazy. And I don't think he's going to sleep him, but I could see him hurting Figgy on the feet. But Figgy's like, just is just a fucking tough dude, and he's not draining himself to make 125. And Figgy should have been fighting at one, even though he's not like tall, he's like 5'5" or 5'6" or something. But yeah, Figgy is actually pretty fucking good, but I'm not betting him at 30 to 1. I'm not. I don't have him in any parlays. I don't have even. I'm probably just gonna take a pass on this one because I honestly like under 2.5. If it's like not anything crazy, I might sprinkle that. But yeah, just I don't want to be betting this fight because there's a lot of unknowns. I mean, Figgy looked phenomenal, but he was underdog to Rafan, so I mean it was like a plus 110, I think, or plus 115. So like the odds were really close in that one. I actually just said actually wooded Figgy. Bro, Figgy, I think Figgy's gonna win. I'm picking Figgy by second on KO right now, but I mean it's not. I don't have a lot of confidence on it. Shanti said Cody leg gonna get chewed up. I mean Figgy does throw nice leg kicks, but he's probably gonna be good boxing more up top because he's seen Kurt France knock him down. But that was a 125. That's not a good look for Cody in the Jones fight. Yeah, I mean Trevin Jones is pretty horrible. I think Trevin Jones is one of the worst fighters ever fight in UFC. He's got decent skill set, but he's got one of the worst fight IQ ever. Trevin Jones is like I compare Trevin Jones to like Jamal Emmers. I'll tell you guys that right now. Obviously Jamal Emmers is way more talented than Trevin Jones, but Trevin Jones has the fight IQ over like Jamal Emmers. I think those guys are like very similar. I think those guys are like complete fucking copies of each other, to be honest. Is that doesn't matter if he chinned an old Benavides. Benavides was like fucking dead at that point. Like I don't know how Benavides ever pulled Megan Olive. Like that's fucking crazy. Like I gotta figure out what kind of raises that fucking Benavides has. But yeah, I mean figure like Benavides like is just he was just a shell of himself at that point. Rag said no KOs beside that. I mean, he's got powers to knock down guys, right? Didn't he knock down Pentosa, like, or did he knock him down Pentosa? Or I think he might have did. I don't know. I think he knocked him down if I remember, like, but I could be wrong about that. I know he was landing like it was a close fight, but I think he was like doing more damage than to Pentosa, and Pentosa's got a solid chin on him. Did he knock him down? No, yeah, he did knock him down. See, like, look. He didn't. He did have a knockdown in that fight. Say Figueiredo. I was like, I remember. I think there was a knockdown in that fight. And Pentosa has a solid chin, right? Even though Pentosa is not really the best striker on the feet, but his chin is solid, man. I mean, he only struck him by like 6 significant strikes. So, but knocking down Pentosa is not easy. Like Pentosa has a fucking crimson chin at a flyweight, and if you can knock him down, I mean, like I think you can knock down Cody. But obviously Cody's bigger, so maybe you can use his size here, but. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Figueiredo by knockout second for now. I would love to see I would love to see Cody Garbrandt get it done. This next matchup, guys, like I'm well, let's do a poll before I talk about it. We gotta do a poll before we get into it. So you guys are picking Figgy at 71% in the chat. The chat's going with Figgy right now. And I mean let's bring up the next fight now. All right. Okay, where is he? There we go. Crane versus a Miller. This is gonna be a fun matchup, man. This is a scrappy matchup. Jay Miller fought at 100, UFC 100, UFC 200. Now he's gonna be fighting at 300, and Miller, bro. I mean, I want to like I'm kind of biased, so like Jim Miller from our lock of the week when he fought Benitez, he was the lock of the week there, and he looked pretty good, man. He was winning the fight up until when he got the submission in third round. So and his boxing has never been something crazy. Like he's got power, right? He's got power to knock people out, but just like Green's gonna be more slicker on the feet. I feel like he's gonna have the better boxing, better. He's a better point fighter too. He's got shown power too, but knocking out Grant Dawson is like pretty fucking mid. Dawson is like I think we were overrating Dawson in that matchup. But still, like 30-second knockout over Dawson is still impressive. He was getting clipped by Tony Ferguson in that matchup. Um, yeah, this one's tricky, man. I've been leaning toward Jim Miller, and I'm gonna pick Jim Miller, but I don't know, man. I feel like Bobby Green might fucking win this matchup. Like I have a feeling like he's gonna be able to, but he took so much damage in that last matchup. Turner is like way better though. Turner's like in his prime right now and way better. Turner should be fighting at 170. He shouldn't be cutting down to 155, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, getting knocked out by Turner, and he took like 50 grounded pound shots to the back of the head from Turner. Like the referee just, the referee was daydreaming. He wasn't. He was just not there physically and mentally, and he just didn't want to stop the fight for some reason. So Green, how much time has he had he off? Let's see how much time he had off since the last fight. He's had the last time that he fought was in December, right? That was in December. Damn, time is fucking flying, bro. Holy shit! I thought that was like not that long ago, but it's already like how many months ago? That was like 4 months ago. I mean, Jim Miller, like his last loss came to Hernandez, which is not aging all that well. Hernandez like is pretty mid. Oh man, this is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one, but I'm gonna lean toward Jim Miller because I feel like he can maybe catch him at the hook, but I mean Dober like has crazy power to be fair and has good like Drew Dober was getting pieced up in that fight before he landed that left hook on Green chin. And Green has been knocked out a couple of times, right? He's been knocked out like 5 times now for at the UFC level, but most of those wins are over some decent guys. I'm gonna go with Jim Miller here, but I don't have like a lot of confidence in this one because he's gonna have to catch him with the power punch. I mean, 40 years old, 37 years old, so it's not like Jim Miller's like crazy older than Bobby Green. It's not like it's only 3 years age factor. Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards Bobby Green. I mean towards Miller, but this is gonna be a tricky matchup, man. We'll just go infected in the house. He said, "What's up, Hickman and Chad?" Let's go infected. Good to see you, man. Shanti said Cody got his legs beat up for this short time in the Kelleher fight. Keller was landing some nice leg kicks, but it wasn't like Cody couldn't really walk anymore. It's not like Kelleher's not really a power puncher, to be fair. Yeah, Judo versus Figi lost to Moreno. I mean, Moreno was really good. I don't know. I think he just lost. He doesn't have motivation anymore. He's not really training all that hard anymore. And he said he's taking a break now, right? He's not. I don't think his really like his. I don't know where his head's at right now for Moreno. So. But in those fights, I mean, Figueredo won the rematch, and then he got taken on sub in the first round. In the second round, I feel like I remember that one. They fought like 4 times. I mean, but Moreno was really good. He's still good. Moreno's still good. He just looked off in that Roy Wolf fight. Just didn't look like himself. Shanti said, I could see over 1.5 because Figgy patient in bantamweight debut. He was patient, but I mean, Fawn has way better durability than him. Let's go. We got Andrew Blue Cheese Bashane in the chat. Let's go Blue Cheese. You got a green. I'm used to casual. Yeah, I mean, I might pick flip on this one, but I wanna see Jay Miller get it done. It'd be fucking cool for him to win. It's all three UFC 100, 200, 300. Not gonna be easy matchup here, man. But I'm gonna lean towards Miller because I feel like he's got more power, better chin. He's only been knocked out like twice. One of them was by Dan Hooker with a knee, I think, and then the other time he got knocked out was who was it? I think it was Don Cerrone with a head kick. Um, it's not gonna be easy matchup, man, because I think Bobby Green might be able to stay on the outside and just point fight him from the outside. Great. Miller is going to be landing some nice leg kicks, though, to be fair, and he's probably going to be trying to mix in takedowns, but I don't see him getting takedowns on Bobby Green. Bobby Green has 74% takedown defense, so his takedown defense is solid. He's going to be a couple inches taller than him. The reach advantage is pretty similar. And Miller, he had leukemia, right? Or like, what was he dealing with back in the day? I don't know if he's still. I was watching his one of those YouTube videos on UFC on YouTube. I mean, they're talking about it. Lyme's disease. He had Lyme's disease, right? So I don't know if he's still dealing with that anymore, but I remember he was dealing with Lyme disease in the past. Yeah, some of you guys are going. So you guys are 50-50 on this one. I was going with Miller. Remy's going with Green decision. If I just said I'm leaning Green, but it could go either way. Yeah, I mean, I might pick flip on this one later in the week. I want to see how they look on the scales and how they size up. Shanti said Jim Miller is getting schooled, man. Oh, you think I'm just yeah? I could see Green just outpointing him on the feet, but Miller's got that power. He's got that fucking old man strength, and he's got the grappling too. But I don't think he's gonna be taking on Green here. But maybe you can mix in a takedown already. Like Green doesn't really get taken on all that much, to be fair though. I mean, other than when he's fighting Makhachev. I'm close to Andrew. Hi Andrew, I'm doing great. How are you? Andrew thinks Miller will win. Yeah, I'm going with Miller right now, but I don't really have a crazy confidence in this one. Ms. Clever said I saw your nature pictures and your pictures at the movies when you watched Ghostbusters. You're talking to Andrew. Okay. Anakin said let's go. Anakin said I'm picking Miller. Great chin. Green chin is suspicious. I mean, he does get rocked a ton of times, right? But he's only been getting knocked up by Dude Dober, who's got the most knockouts at 155. He got knocked up by Terminal, who's a dangerous striker and grappler. And who else knocked him out? I guess it was a Makhachev, right? That knocked him down with ground and pound. And other guy that knocked him out was back in the day. I think it was like who was the other guy? It was Charles Barnett back in 2009. So the guys that are finishing him are like pretty fucking solid, right? Like he's only been getting finished by solid guys. Has a win over Nazareth Hackpras where he just absolutely schooled him. I mean, the Rafael Fiziev fight was kind of close, but Fiziev was landing the more powerful punches. But some people think that Green was winning that matchup. I mean, that was a close ass fight. No, Sudrikar close and Poirier. Oh, Poirier knocked him out. So it was Poirier. I remember that one. So I mean, if you catch him clean on the chin, you can knock this guy out. But it's gonna be a back and forth fight. I think the overs are. I think over 1.5 is solid in here, but it's probably gonna be juiced. What's the totals in this one? The totals in this one is damn, over 2.5 is minus 146. So if this goes the distance, I mean, which people think it's gonna go the distance, it's probably gonna be Green getting it done more than likely, right? Green. I think I would edge Green if this goes the distance. If we see a finish in this one, I would edge Jim Miller inside the distance. So I would look at finish only for Jim Miller. When they drop the finish only props for Jim Miller, I like the finish only for Jim Miller here, man. I'm gonna probably sprinkle finish only for Miller. Hopefully they open it at plus money here. That'd be fucking sick if they open it at plus money. Let's go with Jackal in the house, guys. Let's go with Jackal. What's going on with you, brother? I'm getting hyped for 300 this weekend, bro. Me too, man. I can't wait for it. I already got the pay-per-view and everything. I was like, let me fucking get it already. Yeah, this pay-per-view is absolutely worth it. Miller had Lyme disease. Yeah, I remember it was Lyme disease. He's still dealing with it, right? But he said he's been taking care of it. He's been like Miller is not really a guy that's like the fame doesn't really get to Miller and the money doesn't really get into his head. He's still living at that farm, like taking care of his kids. Like he stays humble. Miller's always been humble, dude. It's not a problem. Yeah, I don't think it's really all. It doesn't really matter all that much. Boss Gag said, "Let's go, Boss Gags." He said, "I'm picking Miller, but him losing to Hernandez worries me." Yeah, I mean Hernandez was taking him down and stuff. I don't think Bobby Green's gonna take him down here. Bobby Green doesn't really. I mean, he shot takedowns on Tony Ferguson, but Tony Ferguson has like the worst takedown defense out there. I feel like. Nicholas say, yeah, that's a terrible loss. Yeah, the Hernandez loss is aging pretty bad, but Hernandez was just able to muscle him around. Green might be able to do that. Miller can crack. Yeah, Miller's still got power at 40 years old, but he's gonna have to land a big power punch on Green. Green can get kind of like reckless at times. He'll like leave his chin open and like, keep his hands down. I like the Miller finish only. You're gonna get your money back if it goes the distance. If this goes the distance, I think Green wins by outpointing him, landing more volume. But if it ends inside the distance, I think Miller gets something like a submission, maybe like, but likely a KO. Andrew, yeah, I saw your post, bro. I like those posts. Keep posting content, brother. Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner is probably not a bad parlay piece of speed. Raxer just said on Discord, I'm eating. Yeah. Grammy said, I just go Grammy in the house. He said, I got a weird feeling that though that Miller crack screen that then subs him. That'd be freaking sick, bro. If he hurts him on the feet and Green shoots a takedown and then he runs into that guillotine choke, that'd be fucking awesome. That'd be fucking sick. You could see a club and sub for him. Yeah, I really hope he does it, bro. That'd be fucking sick for him winning at 100, 200, 300. Um, Jim is him, brother. I really hope he gets it done. It'd be fucking sick. Grammy says, shit, pick him. I bought a 75-inch TV for 300. Bro, that's wild. My TV is like 42 inches, I think, 42 inches here. It's like LG OLED or something. And it's like, I had a 55-inch TV and it's like way too fucking big for the studio here that I'm in at right now. And I have a 55-inch TV downstairs in the living room, but this one is like only 42 inches because I game on this one. Like I'll game from time to time, just play like I was playing Days Gone. Days Gone is honestly not a bad game. Like I haven't been gaming all that much lately. Like I've just been busy with YouTube, live streaming, watching fights. But when I used to game, I used to play like some story games on this TV and stuff. But 55 inches like way too big for like gaming. If you're trying to like game on a PC with your TV, I mean it's not bad. I mean, but if you're watching fights, yeah, the bigger the screen is better for the bigger screens are better for watching fights on. And I mean, I might watch the fights on my TV, but the TV is gonna be so close to my fucking face, and then my eyes are gonna be fucking hurting later. So probably gonna watch it on the. I'm probably gonna watch the 300 fights on the monitor and then watch it later on TV. I wish like when you get the pay per view, you should be able to watch it whenever you want. Like I don't know why they only give you like 24 hours to watch the fights again if you want to watch the fights again. It's kind of bullshit, bro. Like they shouldn't be fucking doing that, but that's the UFC. Okay, so you bought a whole new TV for 300, bro. That's how hype people are for 300. Ice Viking, let's go. Ice Viking said, the fairy tale has been written. Miller inside the distance for the greatest retirement of all time. Is he gonna retire after this one, bro? Like, I think he's gonna keep fighting until he can. Like, Why wouldn't you keep fighting? Or he's gonna try to feed his family, bro. Like, he's trying to get like make as much money as he can. Raymond said, "Yeah, I sold it to her, and we could move 55-inch in the living room. We could move. Okay. Okay, you have a 55-inch TV and the 75. The 75-inch is probably better for watching fights on. I'll be honest. Now they got like OLED and the QLED TVs, right? So they got like a lot of different TVs now. They're like, I got this TV like about I think it was like a year and a half ago. So like, and I mean TVs are fucking expensive. I think I spent like two K on this one. Like it was like 1,800 something. Then the sound system fucking cost me another like 1,700. I think it was like 1,800. I think. Like if you get what kind of sound system are you like using with it? You should. I'll tell you. Like if you want a really nice sound system, like if you want to make, if you want to have a sound system that'll be good for the next like 10 to 15 years. I will tell you to like get a Boss like sound system or like Sonos. Sonos is not bad. I was looking at Sonos. But yeah, watching fights with the sound system on a TV is like just fucking unreal, bro. It's crazy. Having people over like and watching the fights and with the sound system, it's like just a crazy experience because all the sound effects and everything. Like if you have a subwoofer and like just the experience is just takes it to the next level. Shanti said, people over at Jim Miller striking, he's not gonna land his hooks. I mean, Green can get reckless. Like, he'll drop his hands right sometimes. So like, this is a fight, bro. But I could see Green using that big octagon and just staying on the outside, just pop shotting him from the outside. But Jim Miller has a way of finding those hooks straight. So we're gonna find out, bro. And Green just took a lot of damage in that last fight. And I said people not looking at that too. Miller could sub Green. I don't think a submission is that likely, even though he's got like he'll submit you, but I mean if he takes it back, he's gonna be live for a submission. But I don't know if I see a submission. I think knockout is more likely from Jim Miller here, but obviously you can submit him. But Green has pretty good submission defense. I don't think Green's ever been submitted before, right? He's never been submitted before, and he's fought some decent grapplers in the past. I'm because of smart man. Yeah, those boss sound system are like really fucking nice. Let's go Claustrum. You said, what's your favorite fight on the card? Oliveira and Armin's gonna be a best fight on the card by a mile, in my opinion. And I'm excited for the Gaethje versus Max Holloway fight too. Chauncey said, Bobby Green survived Thiago Moyes as well. Miller now subbing him. I mean, they both have nice jiu-jitsu, right? I think Moises is probably the better jiu-jitsu practitioner on the ground, but Miller's been fighting in the UFC for over 10 years, way longer than Moises. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a fucking good fight. You got a Boss sound system. Yo, Boss sound systems go crazy. The one that I got is like it's like a soundbar 600, I think, and then with like the sound speakers over there. You see the ones in the back. I don't know if you can see those, like those ones on the back. That one, that's like strong sound. I think it was like 700, like something like that. Um, those things like though, like the surround sound with that is like something crazy. I got a couple in the living room too. The sound same thing in the living room. But with the subwoofer, like you can get a 700 subwoofers. I think that's pretty fucking late. If you 700, you need a 700 for like subwoofer for like a living room, like a big living room, or like a basement. If you're like trying to set up like a entertainment room, like you need like a 700 surround. Or you can use two subwoofers, like 500s. I think those are pretty good. The one that I have is like 500 because I wasn't trying to spend more than like 500 Canadian on a subwoofer, but these things are fucking expensive. But they're gonna last for a long time because they have warranty on it too. Like they'll fix it if anything goes wrong. But Boss has like really nice quality to their equipment. I think Miller's gonna KO him against the cage. Yeah, I could see him landing one of those hooks and rocking him right. And when you take damage the way he did his last fight, and the referee just didn't want to stop the fight at all. Either way, man, this is gonna be a fucking crazy fight. Remember, Claire said you need the Boss system. Yeah, that's the fucking best sound system. I don't know. I heard Sonos is pretty good. One of my friends has a Sonos soundbar and doesn't have the full setup. He's got like just a Sonos soundbar, and it's pretty good. He's probably gonna add the Sonos subwoofer later down the road. But I was thinking about Sonos, but I was like, my cousins have a Boss, so I was like, I'm just gonna get a Bose sound system. Um, and like I said, and after that, lost to Turner. Yeah, Turner's like better than Miller right now. That is a fact. Jay Miller, we considering a bed. I sprinkled Jay Miller money line, but it's not like I didn't put more than like a half unit on it. I'm not really that confident, bro, on this one, to be honest with you. Well, Miller like actually had money more than a couple units on him. When he fought Benitez, and he was the lock of the week against Benitez. And I got him at like plus 114. I got him at plus 124, and I got him at plus 100. Like I locked him at plus 100 over Benitez. Benitez is not really like at Green's level though. Like Benitez is not as good. Grimy said you got the 600. That's the same one that I got. I wish I got the 700. Are you talking about the soundbar? Yeah, the soundbar. Like I was waiting to get like the 900, right? The soundbar 900 was like fucking over like a grand though. That's like way too expensive. But the 600 like cost me like I think it was like 600 something dollars like Canadian. This one's like pretty good, bro. I like the soundbar to be honest. But yeah, I mean, if you have a strong sound like the surround sound speakers like that are 700 surround sound speakers, like I think those will cost you like 6-7 bills for those two. But they're pretty small. They're only like this big. But the difference they make for music, listening to music and stuff is like insane. Also for movies and stuff too, for like HD movies like Dolby Atmos like movies, and like it's just fucking Dolby Atmos strong sound. If you watch Mortal Kombat on it, it's like just a crazy experience. I think so. My most confident pick I got is Bo Nickel. Yeah, I'm not betting on Bo Nickel at this line, bro. No way. I mean, you can't even inside the distance like minus 750. So you can't even make money on there. Raymond said I think I paid 1100 on Black Friday for the whole 600 setup. You got the surround sound speakers with it too, bro. That's fucking light. That's great. For you're probably talking US dollars already. For me, like even though I think I got like a $50 discount on the soundbar, like but yeah what's it called? The surround sound speakers are like I think the surround sound speakers, the one that are like this fucking big, they're like $800 for Canadian for both of those. So that was like the most expensive thing, which is crazy to be honest. Surround bar was like 600, and the bass bot the subwoofer was like I think it was like 500 something. So, but the surround sound speaker is expensive though, even though they're only like fucking so small. You think Brenda's winning, coming for that title, bro? Nah. If Brenda's wins, bro, I'll be shocked. But I mean, obviously, it's MMA. He can obviously catch him. He's got a puncher chance. I might sprinkle Bo and Nickel. I might sprinkle Brenda's around 1 KO just for the fucking memes. We'll do that for fun on the live stream. Chauncey said, oh shit, I forgot about Bo and Nickel and Brenda's kind of a useless fight. I mean, I don't know why that's on the main card. Probably because they're trying to get all the Bo and Nickel fans to get the pay per view. Yeah, I don't know why that's on the fucking main card though. New Marky said, "Why are you even picking Bo? He's an untested minus 220. He's like minus 3,400 now. So not even like. I mean, Brandes has got some of the worst fight IQ. Like that's why I would never pick Brandes. I haven't picked him as last two wins, even though he's winning those fights. He got the DQ win over Malkoon, and he got a win over like good win over Jackery Reese, who's pretty mid, who's pretty fucking bottom of the barrel. And I mean, he was crumbling to Malkoon, right? Ground and pound. Like if he's doing that to Malkoon, who's not really like a great finisher. I know he got a finisher over Petrosky. Petrosky's like fucking is a quitter, like simple as that. But yeah, he was a big favorite over Woodburn, but he looked every bit of that fucking minus whatever he was. I think it was like minus 2,800 or something. But he got the job done in like under a minute, bro. Like the way he's running through these guys is like, I mean, still impressive. Like you got to be honest, right? Like he's been running through these guys, like he's been handling these guys the way he's supposed to out there. He just has to. We haven't seen him eat a punch yet, so we got to find out if we just got a chin on him or not. But yeah, let's do a poll for the next one, guys. Let's see who you guys are picking in this one. Yeah, it's gonna be a decent matchup though. I'm gonna go with Miller by KO second round though, but I might pick Flip on that one. I'm not too confident on that one. Let's do a poll for this one. This one's gonna be a fun matchup here. We got Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez, and I know people are probably on the Andra side here. We got 60%, 62% going with the Miller in the chat, and we got 40% going with the Green in that matchup. I mean, Green is a 2-1 favorite here, so Miller is +1. I think let's look at the odds. So the odds are like +150 for Jim Miller and -175 for Bobby Green. I mean, Bobby Green was like -200, so there's some money coming in slowly on Miller here. Over 2.5. The only bet that I like is finish only for Miller. Even though the money line is not bad, the safest pick probably for Jim Miller is the finish only. Because I don't see Bobby Green finishing, and Miller is so fucking tough, man. He's not gonna quit out there. He's not gonna give up. He's not gonna get knocked out there. I feel like, even though Bobby Green has shown power, but Green Dawson is like super chinny, pretty horrible. And yeah, I think Miller is gonna be able to catch him eventually. But if he doesn't catch him, then you're gonna get your money back on the finish only. So it'd be at least like +120, +130 for the finish only for Miller. I don't mind that. I think that's solid, to be honest. Yeah, let's do a poll for Andrade versus Rodriguez. I'm like kind of weirdly confident Rodriguez here. I don't know. I think Rodriguez is gonna win, man. I think Jessica Andrade is getting too much respect from the public now because he got the win over Dern, who's like got no striking defense. How many times have you seen Dern get dropped? She got dropped like 3 times in that matchup to Andrade, and Dern just has no fucking hands on her. Like her striking. I actually parlayed Dern with Gordon. I think it was Gordon. It was the Jared Gordon, yeah. So I was like so wrong on Dern there, but I still don't think Andres is all that. Like she's obviously a former champion. She's got a skill set on her, but I think Rodriguez is gonna be the much better technical striker here. It's just the power, just the fucking. This is strength. I mean, Andres is a strong girl, so you can maybe she can get a takedown here, but I don't feel like she's gonna like submit her on the ground. Like she submitted Lemos, I remember, but I don't think Marina Rodriguez, even when she gets taken down, like she's constantly trying to work her way back up. And Andrade doesn't really like wrestle all that much. I'm gonna go with Rodriguez here. I think Rodriguez is gonna knock her out. I'm picking Rodriguez by like a second, third round. I'm gonna pick third round TKO for Rodriguez here. I mean, Andrade was in a competitive striking matchup with Blanchfield. Like Blanchfield is not the striker that Rodriguez is. I'll tell you guys that right now. Like this girl Rodriguez has wins over. She's got solid wins. I mean, we'll be like even though Andres has probably got the better wins on paper, but if you look through Rodriguez's record, I mean, she's got wins over girls like John Shannon, Mackenzie Dern. I mean, Amanda Hebas, knocked her Amanda Hebas, who's pretty tough. Natalie Silva, like I mean, Natalia still was looking phenomenal, right? And that win over Natalia still was honestly not looking bad for her there. I think people are underrating Rodriguez here, man. I really do think. I think she's gonna get this done. Who's Maria Oliveira? Is that the girl that's not the same one? Never mind. Maria Oliveira. Oh yeah, she's in the UFC too. This girl, I remember her. She's pretty fucking low level. Yeah, I think. I mean, Jandiroba. The only way these girls are beating her, I actually picked Lemos over her because Lemos has better like striking combinations than Andrade. Andrade definitely has more power, but her striking, she's not that technical on the feet. I don't think her like technique is all that good. Obviously, she's got power. She's got fucking muscles up. Race is fucking huge for the weight cut. Not huge, like she's like 5'1", but she's jacked. Like Andrade is obviously jacked. I picked Lemos here as underdog. I think it was a plus 300 underdog. Yeah, it was like plus 300 before the fight. I think it was plus 250 or something like that. And everyone was on Marina Rodriguez here, but I was like, on Lemos probably has better. Like she didn't have the better striking, but she had like more power than Rodriguez. I know like Andrade submitted her, right, but she was getting pieced up on the feet before she got the submission, standing ninja choke on Lemos. I remember that fight. So I'm gonna go with Rodriguez here. I'm picking Rodriguez. I think Rodriguez gets the job done here. Yeah, I think Rodriguez gets it done. She's a slight underdog here. Rodriguez coming in at uh plus 118 for Rodriguez here. Give me the underdog Rodriguez plus 118. I wouldn't really touch the over 2.5, even though like I think I could see a late Rodriguez finish here. We could see Andrade's early finish here too. That could happen, but I'm gonna go with Rodriguez. I think people are kind of sleeping on Rodriguez here, and I think Rodriguez gets the job done. Let's see what people are in the chat are thinking. Um, Cody Bum isn't good yet. Bo is so untested about the Nico fight. Is a layup? Yeah, it's a layup. I mean, I just like the unders in that matchup, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm picking Rodriguez here, man. Even though like most Tapology out there are picking Andrade, that I know most of you guys are gonna be picking Andrade here. I'll be honest. So her losses are not that terrible, right? Yan Shannon, like the way she got knocked up by Yan Shannon, like she got absolutely slept. I mean, we haven't seen Rodriguez get slept, right? That was you could say that Lemos stoppage was early because she's still on the feet, right? That was like a standing TKO. It wasn't like she was out cold or anything. It wasn't like she got knocked down. I mean, that was early stoppage. Even though I picked underdog there and I had money on Lemos, but that was early stoppage. But yeah, I was happy that I made some money there, but I think they should have let the fight go on. The referee was so sorry for calling it early, and Rodriguez is pretty tough, man. That was the first time she's ever been knocked out. She just kind of got stung, and she's still trying to recover. It's just the referee stopped it too early, and we've seen Andres get fucking sparked so many times. She's been finished 8 times in UFC. Like to be fair, it's over some decent level competition. Like Dern, I mean, she knocked her Dern. Obviously, Tatiana Suarez just submitted her, but she was looking decent in that first round. I remember Blanchfield. Blanchfield was having. She was competitive on the striking, right? And Blanchfield's not really the striker that Rodriguez is, in my opinion. Yan Xiaonan, the way he's walking into spamming the left hook over and over to Yan Xiaonan, she got absolutely folded. That was crazy. I actually had money on Andrade. I thought Andrade's power was gonna be too much. This is the same way I thought this fight was gonna go. The way I was thinking this one's gonna go right here. I know that's what. So you guys are thinking like Andrade's gonna be too much first. It's gonna be too powerful. That's what everyone was thinking on Yan Xiaonan. That she's too powerful just for this girl. She can't handle the power. Everyone's saying Rodriguez is just a point fighter. She's actually got power. She's got like a couple knockouts. Her 10 wins. She got like 7 wins. 2 wins at UFC level by knockout. 5 wins by decision. I mean, Andres need to wrestle. I feel like I don't think she's gonna win on striking. Like Carlos Parza was able to grapple her. Like Jandiroba was able to grapple her. Lemos was able to get a stoppage. I mean, but Rodriguez wasn't looking terrible in that matchup early. She was looking decent. I'm going with Rodriguez. I think Rodriguez gets to get the job done here. But obviously, it's a close fight, right? But I'm gonna go with the dog. I'm gonna favor the dog here. The Star Wars movie are sweet on it, and yeah, USD pick them. Yo, I watch Mandalorian. I know some of you guys probably. I don't know if some of you guys watch Mandalorian, but Mandalorian is like a phenomenal show. And I used to watch Mandalorian on it. It's like this the Dolby Atmos is like the sound system is just goes crazy. But Mortal Kombat, you gotta watch Mortal Kombat on it. It's just a crazy experience. In fact, I said I'm going to bet 1.5, under 1.5, or is it like over 1.5? It's gotta be under 1.5, right? I think we're gonna see a finish here, man. Finn the Benji said he'll knocking out Pereira. We're gonna be talking about the fight in a minute, bro. I just love to see Brundis upset, bro. That'd be fucking crazy. I mean, we all love upsets, right? Upsets are always fun. I just hope we get a finish early. Yeah, Brundis is a quitter. Yeah, I can't pick a quitter. Brundis win versus Reese isn't good. Yeah, Reese is like we find out how terrible Reese is. And I picked Reese to win by submission, but he's just a jiu-jitsu nerd. Reese is just a jiu-jitsu nerd. He quit against Dumas. He pulled like 5 guillotine chokes and just pretty much gave up in that fight. I just can't pick him up ever since he did that to Dumas. And I had the under 2.5 rounds in parlays, and I killed a couple more parlays because both those guys are pretty horrible. I'm so glad, even though like I'm so glad Uziboyev slept Dumas. And I mean, even though it was like there's an eye poke in there, but whatever. Fuck Dumas. I don't really like Dumas all that much. You got Marina Rodriguez here affected. Yeah, I'm going with Marina Rodriguez. You Murky said Marina is prettier, so she wins. Normally you can't. That's not the way it works in the UFC. Normally the ugly girls always get the job done. Like yeah, like normally the ugly ones always get the job. Look at Jandiroba over Lupi Martinez. Oh man. Kadeem said Andrade's gonna bully her. I mean, we're gonna find out. I don't think. So obviously, she can like maybe get a takedown or two, but I feel like Rodriguez is gonna be the better technical striker here. Obviously, Andres has more power. I feel like he lands a big shot, but I don't think it's gonna be folding Marina Rodriguez. He's pretty tough. He's durable. He's only been knocked out one time, and that was early stoppage, in my opinion, too. And he said Andres KO could happen. I mean, it could happen early. I could see her like cold cooking early, but I feel like Rodriguez is gonna put it on her later and get a stoppage. And he said, I don't think you should pick against Andres this time. And look what happened to Dern. I mean, Dern is not even like close to the striker that Rodriguez is. Like, let me tell you that right now, bro. Dern is like one of the worst strikers in the UFC right now. She's got one of the worst takedown entries, and like the only way I see her drawn is getting it done if she gets like she catches her early, knocks her out cold, or like wrestles here. She needs to wrestle here to get it done. Boss guy, so Yanshan on Wanda, yeah. She just like sparked her early, like less than a minute, bro. Like if you're getting sparked by Yanshan on, who doesn't have crazy power, she's like more of a point fighter. And her fight IQ was terrible in that matchup too. And she's getting touched up by Erin Blanchfield too. Erin Blanchfield's striking is pretty mid. Like she's got a good forward pressure, but her striking is pretty mid. Ernie B said like Andres, and she's good. She just has so much going on her personal life that last few years. You never know what version you will get. Yeah, that is true though. She was dealing with a divorce, right, with her husband or something. Boss guy said I picked Yan Shannon and versus Andres. I mean, that was a good fight. I was an Andres in that one because I didn't think Yan Shannon was as dangerous, but she sparked her early. And McLeod's a pick him. I want to start doing tape study. How do you take notes during the fights? Do you have any tips for me, bro? Like I just watch the fights and I just write down things that I see. Like I just like I'll watch like the fights and then like take notes like what kind of takedown defense one fighter has, like how they come back. If the one fighter's like getting tired, trying to wrestle, like Burka, right? The Burka fight. I remember the Burka fight. I was watching tape on this guy. His cardio honestly never looked that terrible in the past. He's like got decent cardio, but to be fair, he wasn't really fighting the best guy. So I was like, this guy, like if he wrestles, he's gonna need to wrestle and control him for the whole fight. If he doesn't do that, he's gonna probably get knocked out or he's gonna lose a decision by damage. That's what happened in that matchup. But like tape study, you can do as much tape study, but every fight is different, right? Like look at look at that Carnoli fight and Mullins fight. I mean, I thought Mullins was gonna be able to keep a pace on this girl and just take her down, but Carnoli is fucking. She's a juiced up chick, a French girl. I mean, I slapped him with the eye poke. Yeah, Andrew said Lasso is talking about God and Jesus in the Bible. I mean, fucking good on that Lasso, man. I mean, you gotta thank the God for everything you have. I just said, yeah, the ugly girls usually get it done. That's why Josie and News lost her fight against Chandler. They're both like that was a 50-50. They're both pretty fucking mid looking. Kareem said as he's way too strong for Rodriguez. If he gets a hold of her, it's a wrap. I think submission is like not out of the question. I could see like a submission from Andres, but Marina Rodriguez has fought some decent competition, Ray. I think she's gonna be the more technical striker, so I'm gonna go with Rodriguez here. In fact, I just think Marina is hungrier, but you never know with Andres. I mean, Andres is definitely dangerous with the submission game, but she's gonna have to submit her. Like I think on the feed, like Ariz can put it on her, either knock her out or like win by decision. Yeah. Let's see. You guys are picking. You guys are probably picking Andres here. I'm guessing. Yeah, 73% going with Andres in the chat. So I mean, we're gonna find out what happens, right? This Saturday. But obviously Andres is like younger here, like she's like 32 or 33 or something, 31 maybe. I don't even know how old he is. Eclipse Abulka is so young and inexperienced. You could see that. Yeah, like I'm glad he got knocked out because his style was like so boring to watch. Doesn't do damage. Same thing with Walter Walker doesn't do any fucking damage in that fight. This guy said Guru scanned me into picking Budka. Bro, you gotta like just like I don't even know like that. I mean, I get why people are picking Budka because the wrestling and he's fucking 10 years younger, like over 10 years. I think he's like 14 years younger or some shit like that. I was like way younger than him. And they say like even the stats were saying that the younger like this much of age gap, like whole year age gap, like fighters win at like 70-80% clip. But he was fighting a dangerous striker, man. I mean, the guy that has a win over per already. How can you pick a guy that has a win over per over a fucking guy that's got no striking? Burkas are not really like a good striker, right? His cardio is like absolutely, and he came on short notice, right? That's also a factor in that fight. Took this fight on short notice. And I think if he had a full camp, I think he probably could have wrestled him for a majority of the fight. But they probably would have stood him up because he wasn't doing any damage on the feet, on the ground. I mean, when he was taking him down. I think Budka will be back. Yo, but Marsamuto, bro, like holy shit, this kid is for real, man. And he's good, man. 24 years old and like submitting a guy like Argueta with 3 seconds to go, like holy shit, Masamuto is the truth, man. I mean, I didn't think he was gonna submit him. I was like, Argueta's a fucking tough dude, man. I thought it's crazy that Argueta tapped with 3 seconds to go. Like I wasn't expecting him to tap out. Like Argueta's fucking tough, bro. But his striking is like pretty mid, and like his cardio, he got kind of tired too, trying to grapple, trying to hold this kid down. He didn't really want a part of anything that Matsumoto was on the field. Like he just didn't want to stand up with this kid. Yeah, Matsumoto is for real, man. But someone that has like better grappling, I feel like can give him some problems. But I think he's only gonna get better. Right, 24 years old. He's only gonna get better from here. I think Jerry kills Rockets while Rocket tries to take him down, similar to what Blades did to Almeida. Rockets is probably the more technical striker. To be fair, like Almeida striking, we've never really seen him strike, right? So I wouldn't really compare the two, but I get what you're saying though. Almeida was fighting smart, damaging Budka even when he was making him work. Yeah, so he's like constantly making him work. He's getting up to his feet, like constantly using the fence to get up to his feet. And Almeida really fucking put it on him. That was a phenomenal fight from Almeida. I really hope. Let's see what the UFC does with Almeida here. Are they gonna fast track him, or are they gonna take their time with this fight? Like we're gonna find out what to do here. Yeah, let's do a poll for the next one. Next fight on the card is these are the early prelims, guys. These four fights, I think these four fights could be these could be on the normal like a pay per view. I mean, these fights could be on like a pay per view card even. Like that's how good these fights are. This could be on like a main card pay per view fight. These are like early prelims are that good. Which is crazy. Like this card is so freaking stacked. This has got to be the best card in UFC history by a mile. But let's see if it delivers this Saturday. But let's do a poll for this one. Moicano, Hanato Moicano. Moicano wants money. Let's see if Moicano can get that money this on UFC 300. Yeah, let's do a poll for this one. So okay, what the hell? Okay, there we go. Poll Turner Moicano. This is gonna be a crazy matchup, and I can't wait for this one. It's gonna be so freaking nice. This fight's gonna be so back and forth. I hope we get a fun matchup here, but probably not. I think Turner probably gonna knock him out, but Turner's not an easy guy to trust when fights are going long, right? Like he kind of just like he doesn't really getting hit. He doesn't really like getting hit in the face. I mean, obviously no one likes getting hit in the face, right? Like, but like when it turns into a dog fight, right? I don't know if Turner has that dog in him, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you guys right now. Like, if anyone has to dig deep, it's probably Moicano. But I think Derlin Turner's striking is going to be way levels ahead. Moicano is like, even though striking is not as horrible like as it used to be, like he's got some decent body kicks. He'll throw some like leg kicks and stuff, but Turner's gonna be way better, and I don't think Moicano is gonna be able to get those takedowns easy. No, I mean, I remember that fight with Hooker. Like Turner landed like a flush head kick on Hooker, and Hooker's chin just somehow just held up to the head kick. If he lands something like that and crazy, I'd see Moicano getting slept here. But bro, it's gonna be a fucking good fight. I got Turner in the parlay at minus 225. I think he gets a dub done here. I think he gets it done, bro. I should have waited for the inside and distance for Turner because I think he's gonna finish this fight. Moicano, like by submission, is honestly not a bad look because I could see him taking Turner's back, and then like Moicano does have nice grappling, but the fact that he couldn't submit to Dober is like, well, to be fair, Makachev, it took Makachev until like the fourth round to submit Dudober. But Moicano was on his way to losing that fight to Dudober. If he just Dudober didn't go for that judo throw that he went for and give up a takedown control in the third round, I think Moicano would have lost the fight to Dudober there. But Moicano has got decent wins. I mean, he's used to fight at 145, so since moving up to 155, he's looked pretty good. He's been beating some decent guys, right? Like, I mean, let's see, let's go through his record quickly. Moicano, like 18-5 overall, 10-5 in the UFC, and the last to RDA on short notice. I think he took that fight on like less than a week's notice off the couch. Submitted Hernandez. I mean, got knocked out by Fuzzy, which was our early stoppage. I mean, that was a kind of early stoppage, but we've seen him get knocked out a couple of times. John B knocked him out in the first round, first minute. Jose Aldo knocked him out in the first minute. So Ortega submitted him, but I mean the losses are not terrible. Has a win over Kevin Cater at 145. I mean Tuga win. Ismail Bonfim win. I mean Bonfim is fighting Winch Pacho, and I'm picking Pacho. Winch Pacho. I think Pacho might submit Bonfim, which is crazy to say, but I think the sharps are agreeing with me on that matchup, man. Because Bonfim, like, I don't want to get too off topic here, but yeah, there's money coming in Pacho, man. He opened up at plus 450 and he's down to plus 300 now, so. I think people are kind of like seeing these Bonfim brothers are like kind of fraudulent, but let's not get too off topic too much here. But Turner's like, I think he won the fight over Gamera. I actually picked Gamera to win and I had Gamera in the parlay. I gotta stop parlaying Gamera because Gamera fights are always a sweat. I was so sweaty when you have money on him. He just barely edged it out. I think Turner won the fight there. He definitely lost to Hooker, but it was a close fight. But he definitely lost to Hooker because Hooker was able to take his back at one point, look for the rear naked choke. There wasn't enough time left in that round for Hooker to get the submission, but it was getting close, bro. I mean, Turner was like kind of shocked. I mean, he was like, "Damn, this guy's almost got the submission on me." I'm gonna go with Turner by probably like first round knockout here. I could see like a second round knockout here from Turner. I think the unders are super live here. But if Moicano wins, I could see him just taking him down, controlling him. But I don't think it's gonna be easy to control Turner. I mean, Gamera couldn't really control him. He was like taking him down, but Turner was constantly working his way back up. And Turner's like, what scares me about Turner is when fights are going long, he kind of just like he's 0-4 in decisions, right? 0-3 in decisions in the UFC. So it's kind of I wouldn't maybe sprinkle Moicano by decision. I mean, probably not bad, but what are the totals in this one? I'm curious to see what the totals are here. Moicano coming in at plus 200. Turner coming in at minus 235. Over 1.5 minus 115. Under 1.5 minus 115. I like the under 2.5 rounds when they open at 2.5. I think the under 2.5 is probably better here than the under than the over 1.5 for like under 1.5 for over 1.5. So like the Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson front kick. Yeah, bro, that was brutal. I mean, that killed Tony Ferguson. Definitely folded him. It's crazy that Charles Oliveira was able to wrestle. Like, it wasn't crazy that he was able to grapple him, but the fact that he couldn't submit him. He had that armbar on Ferguson, but Ferguson, you got to put this guy out with a knockout to get him out of there because Ferguson is so tough. And I guess the last Moicano submission was Brad Doe. Yeah, everyone saw that coming, right? I saw that coming from a mile away. Riddle has like horrible submission defense, and on the feet is like pretty open to shots. And Riddle should be fighting at 145. To be fair, he's not even like a natural 155er. And McLeod said, like the Michael Chandler. Yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't see something like that, bro. I could see something like a head kick knockout here from Turner. I like Moicano. I'm a big fan of Moicano, so I want to see him win, but I don't think he's gonna win this matchup. He's gonna have to wrestle. He's gonna have to grapple nonstop for his life here. Yeah, I don't see him. Like I could see if he takes his back, he's gonna be live for a submission because he does have really nice slick back takes. I mean, most of his wins are like he's got no knockouts in the UFC, but all of his wins are like some 10 submissions. That is still a lot of submissions. 6 submission wins in UFC level. That's still a ton. Like that's still a lot of submission wins. But he's submitting guys like Hernandez or Doll, like guys that can get out grappled. Demir Hadjovic. I remember that fight with Hadjovic. He was kind of pissed off that Hadjovic tapped. He's like, I want to fight more. That was kind of weird. Kelvin Cater, like he was able to grapple Kelvin Cater. Um, yeah, I mean he's fought some tough guys, man. RDA fight that was a short notice. He could be on like a 5-fight win streak if he didn't fight RDA on short notice maybe. But RDA was able to land some nice punches on him on the feet, rock him a couple of times, and able to take him down and beat him up. But that was on short notice. That was like less than a week's notice there. I think Turner gets it done, bro. Turner by KO, round 1 or round 2. I don't mind round 1 and round 2 sprinkle from Turner. The longer it goes, I think I favor the Moicano. I think he can get some takedowns later in this fight. But I see Turner getting the job done early. I think Turner is going to be live for. I like Turner by knockout. I don't think he's going to club and sub him. Moicano's, you got to shut his. I don't think he's going to grapple with Moicano. It would be stupid for Turner to grapple with this dude because that's Moicano's only path to victory here. Taking this back and submitting him. And like I said, Gabriel Bonfim will be fine. Ismail Bonfim, on the other hand, he might do worse. Yeah, I think Gabriel Bonfim is the more talented brother. He just ran into a tough dude in Dalby last time around. But yeah, I mean, Ismail Bonfim, when he gets his back taken, bro, he's got no submission defense. Like he's been subbed all 4 times. Like just doesn't know how to fight hands. Pichel has decent grappling, right? Pichel's like 40 years old, to be fair. So, but I think Pichel is a live dog in that one if he grapples. I'm because the Pick'em loves calling the Bonfim brothers frauds. I don't disagree, though it's hilarious. Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, I had a parlay with Bonfim. He gave up Bonfim and under 2.5 rounds in the main event, Almeida and Lewis. So that parlay would have not hit anyways, because the main event went the distance overall, which is crazy. I didn't see that coming. But yeah, Gabriel Bonfim was such a disappointment, bro. Like, but I think he'll be back. I think he's still gonna get some wins in the UFC. But you gotta watch out when he's fighting guys that are like fucking just have that dog in them, like Dalby and these other tough guys. But I think Bonfim will be back though. But he's just the way he's really tired because he really put it on Dalby earlier. He put it on him and he was trying to submit him. Couldn't find a submission. But yeah, I think Pichel is pretty tough, man. Pichel's like he's got a decent record in the UFC. Hasn't fought in a long time, to be fair. I think the UFC is hoping that they get Bonfim a win here and get some hype on him again. And Nicholas said, "Do you think Turner has good get-up game? Has he had someone great at BJJ on top of him? I mean, Hooker did take his back, right? Hooker was able to take his back and look for like almost lock in that rear naked choke, but couldn't really get it. But I think he's gonna light up Moicano on the feet, and I don't think Moicano's wrestling entries aren't like takedown entries aren't all that good. But he's gonna try to grapple, but I think he's gonna be running into knees and stuff from Turner. And Turner doesn't really get controlled on the ground all that much. Because he looks extremely strong. I don't see Moicano just laying on him. Yeah, I mean Turner should be fighting at 170. This dude is freaking huge for lightweight. And so Gamrot lost to Turner, and we see how good Gamrot's grappling is. Gamrot's like a fucking one of the best cross sniffers at 155. He's not really like a submission grappler, right? Like Moicano's like a submission grappler, more of a jiu-jitsu guy. I wouldn't really call him jiu-jitsu nerd because he does have some takedowns, but he's more like a submission grappler over position. Gamrot's like a position grappler over submission. Ernie Bisa Turner gets tired, but good luck surviving this first 2 rounds to try to sub him. Yeah. I mean, Moicano third round submission is probably not bad, right? Because if he just survives the early storm and then Turner gets kind of tired and slows down, maybe Moicano can get a takedown. But I'm gonna go with Turner by like a first round TKO. I think he's gonna knock him out in the first round, probably like a head kick or something, or like a punch, because this guy has nice long range weapons. I think the Dalby is very good, and I have him beating Renat. That's a tough fight, man. That's a tough matchup there because Renat I mean, he looked good early, but his cardio kind of fell off in the later rounds, and he got hurt to the body because Dalby's going to be looking for those front kicks to the body up the middle, and Dalby does have some nice kicks too. He's got a nice, phenomenal cardio. Like Dalby's cardio is phenomenal. I think Dalby's going to be underdog. I'm probably going to bet Dalby by decision in that one. I know he got a knockout or Bonfim, but Nat's fucking tough though. It's going to be tough knocking out Nat or not submitting him. In fact, it said he did pretty well against Gamrot. Yeah, I mean, I think he won the fight over base and damage. Even though I picked Gamrot to win, and I had money on him. I think Turner took that fight on short notice, right? I think he took that on short notice. I could be wrong, but I think that was short notice for Turner. Turner smash. Yeah, I think Turner's gonna get this done. All right, let's move on to the next one, guys. The next fight on the card is what's the next fight? You guys are picking Turner, 86% in the chat. Yeah, Turner's gonna get the job done here. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, guys. We need over. Let's get over. Well, I think we got like. Let's get 10 likes. We got 11 people in here. Let's see if we can get 10 likes in the chat, guys. Let's go. Yeah. Next fight on the card is gonna be the prelims are gonna be starting now. We got Sodiq Yusuf, super Sodiq, bro. I'm a big Sodiq fan, but Lopez got Lopez here. Let's do a poll for this one. This is gonna be a fun matchup. Lopez. Is it Lopes or is it Lopez? I know some people call him Lopez and some people call him Lopes. Yusuf. Super Sadiq versus Lopez. It's a tough one, man. This is a tough one. I've been going back and forth on this one, but Lopez has been looking phenomenal already. I mean, he took that short notice fight against bro, who the fuck? What was that guy's name? I'm not forgetting his name already. That's crazy. Who was he fighting? He fought okay, yeah. Moser, yeah, Moser. I mean, I actually bet Moser live at minus 130, and I was just so fucking sweaty, bro. I was like holding my breath in for the whole fight because I was like, and he had that leg lock, he had that knee bar, and at the end, and I was like, damn, bro, he's gonna break his fucking knee. That was one of the sweatiest fights I ever bet on, to be honest, in my entire life. And then I actually bet on I sprinkled Lopes round 1 KO plus 650 over Pat Sabatini, and it came through for us. So I told you guys to bet that one. It was like plus 650 for Lopes round 1, plus 650, which is kind of crazy because Sabatini is kind of chinny, right? Yeah. Sadiq Yusuf is gonna be the better technical striker here. Like his cardio is an issue though. Like his fight IQ is not that horrible. Like he's got some decent fight IQ. Um, Damn man, but it's not like he's not a guy you're gonna get taken down. He's gonna get taken down all that easy right in the early goings. Barboza was able to take down. I actually bet Barboza. We picked Barboza as a dog there, but Barboza had to fucking go through hell and fucking back to win that fucking fight because like Sadiq put it on him in the early first round. I mean, I don't like. Thank God Herb Dean was in there and Mark Goddard was in there because Mark Goddard would have stopped the fight. That fucking little leprechaun, juiced up leprechaun, Gary Copeland would have stopped the fight there. Thank God it was Herb Dean in there because Herb Dean is way better than all these other fucking bums like Gary Copeland and Mark Goddard or even Chris Tylone. Chris Tylone isn't as bad as Mark Goddard, to be fair. Barboza like fucking put it on him. Like what the reason I'm picking Lopez here, I feel like he might be able to get a takedown here because Barboza was able to get a takedown. Maybe it was like a maybe Sadiq didn't see the takedowns coming because Barboza he's not really a guy known for shooting takedowns on you. Barboza was shooting takedowns and he was controlling him in the end. It was like the 4th and 5th round, to be fair. So Yusuf was kind of rocked. He got rocked with the wheel kick in that fight, and he got taken down at the end by Barboza. Now Lopez, like his wrestling isn't all that good. I don't think he's got the best wrestling to get takedowns. His jiu-jitsu is good though. He's got really good jiu-jitsu and nice transitions on the ground. He's gonna look for like I remember that fight he had with Brito on Contender Series, and he was like looking for Brito was able to muscle him around though, like take him down, and just it wasn't really like a domination performance. It wasn't really like a dominant performance by Brito, to be fair. But Brito was able to control him on the ground, like just kind of like rock him on the feet. But Brito's a menace, and Sadiq Yusuf is going to be more technical here. So if this goes longer than like 2 rounds, Sadiq is probably gonna win this matchup on the feet, but I'm gonna go Lopez. I think he's the more dangerous guy. He's gonna have the better jiu-jitsu in this fight. He's gonna have the better cardio than Sadiq here. It's not gonna be easy matchup though, because this is gonna be a tough matchup. There is money coming in on Sadiq Yusuf now, so if you can get plus money on Lopez here, I think that's the play. Wait to get plus money on Lopez, because this is gonna be like even money. You might be able to get plus money on Lopez soon. His takedown entries aren't all that good. But he can use he can get a sweep or something if Sadiq shoots a takedown on him. And Sadiq has been rocked a couple of times, right? He got rocked by Calvin Cater. Was it Calvin Cater or who was it? I think it was Alden. Yeah, Alden rocked him, and then Barboza was hurting to the body. So Barboza is a phenomenal striker, though. Like Barboza, one of the best strikers at 145. I don't think Lopez is as good of a striker as Barboza, to be fair, but I think Lopez can put it on him later, maybe. So tough matchup, man. Tough matchup, but I'm gonna go with Lopez. Lopez here. I hope he gets it done, but it's not gonna be easy matchup though. I'm torn in this one. I don't know who will win. Yeah, I'm just like 50, I'm just edging 51% on Lopez here, and just 51%. That's how confident I am on this one. And he said Sadiq did get some damage versus Edson. Yeah, I mean Edson fucking threw over 123 strikes. I mean, so it's used to threw over like 102. So it's not like he got outstruck like crazy. But like Barboza was fucking Barboza. How tough is Barboza, man? I mean, that was the fight of the night. That was the fight of the month, fight of the year contender. That's how nice. That's how fucking crazy that matchup was. I was happy that I cast a plus 155 ticket in Barboza, but that was fucking Barboza had to go to hell and back to get that win there. And Miklas Lopez just doesn't move his head out the center line, and Sadiq can fucking crack, especially in the first round. Yeah, Lopez is tough though. He's only been knocked out one time in his career, right? So Lopez is tough. You got to give him that. He's a tough cat, and I could see like a late finish from Lopez, but I think it's gonna be. I think he might go the distance, to be honest. But I'm gonna say like a third round finish, like a submission from Lopez here. Maybe a knockout, but I don't know if I see a knockout because Yusuf is tough, and he took a lot of damage in that Barboza fight. Maybe a club and sub in the third round. I'm gonna say third round submission for Lopez here. I think Lopez got the better cardio. I don't know who's got the better fight IQ. Fight IQ is like Lopez he's got the good fight IQ. Like he's got a nice grappling. He trains at a Lobo gym over there with Grasso and some other like Lopi Godinez and some other fighters over there. Rami, you think Lopez submits him? Yeah, I think the late submission is likely here. And McLeod said, but Lopez could pull off early submission while they're dry. I don't think I see a first round submission. I think I see like a later submission from Lopez here, because Barboza. I mean, Yusuf is a fucking break, and he's fucking jacked and he's strong. But when he's tired, like he'll make some questionable decisions when he's tired later in fights. So I'm gonna go with Lopez here, but it's not gonna be easy matchup. Already we said Lopez, pussy for the rest of us dudes at Chad. Yeah, yeah, I mean Lopez is he's gonna fight for money for sure. Yeah, that Mike Davis fight is like kind of giving me pause, because I mean Mike Davis is no joke, right? Mike Davis has really good grappling too. Yeah, Sadiq does hit hard, man. He's got fucking phenomenal striking. Let's go Latrell Spencer in the house at 300 will be so good. Yeah, I can't wait for it, bro. I'm already fucking excited, bro. Like normally I'll get like the pay-per-view like the day before, but I'm so excited that I already got it. Like I can't wait for it. Ernie Visa Lopez reminds me of Rose Hosa, how he rushes in but has higher IQ and stamina. It's just his cardio is better, I feel like. But I could see Sadiq like landing him on the feet and being the better striker. He's gonna be the better technical striker. But Lopez has power too. He's got that fucking dog in him. So if it comes to like if it just turns into a dogfight, I like fucking Lopez's chances here. New Murky said 300 is a decent pay per view. Should have had a Charlie Campbell and Price Mitchell title shot though. They not missed big. That's fucking crazy, bro. And Miguel Lopez kind of slows down in the second, third, right? He pushes a crazy pace in the first. Now it wasn't looking that slow in that Moser fight. I mean that was a short notice too, right? And then he's been running to these guys like Sabatini and the other guys. Like, to be fair, he was getting kind of outstruck by Pat Sabatini with some body kicks. Then he just found the range and timing. Then he put it on Sabatini. But Sabatini was having success in the early goings there. But yeah, he put it on him later. Let me fucking drink some water. I'm almost getting fucking dry from talking. But yeah, should be a fun fight though. What's the overline? It's gotta be over. It's gonna be. It can't be plus money. I don't think it's gonna be plus money. I haven't even seen the totals yet on this card. Over 1.5 minus 180 for over 1.5. Lopez minus 146. I'm not gonna bet Lopez at minus 146 because I mean I got plus money on Barboza race, so that's why I bet Barboza plus 155. So because I do think Sadiq Yusuf is really fucking good, man. I mean, losing to Barboza, really no shame losing to Barboza because Barboza almost got finished in the first round. Barboza is so tough, man. Barboza, I think, has a way better striking than Lopez, to be fair. Way better kicking game. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lopez here, but I don't have like a lot of confidence because I do respect Sadiq Yusuf's skill set here. I think it goes over. I think it goes over 1.5. I'll maybe parlay the fight starts around two because I think it starts around two. But yeah, I think it goes over, but it's not even like close. 2-1 is kind of wide because this could be like an early finish here because Lopez is really dangerous with submission game. But I don't see him submitting him early here. I think it goes over 1.5. I like the over 1.5 there, but I don't know if I'm gonna bet it myself because these guys are both pretty dangerous. All right, next matchup on the card is gonna be what's the next matchup on the card? Okay, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Holy shit! I had to turn on the volume in the living room because this is fucking way too high. We're back. Okay, so it's minus 190 on your books. Yeah, that's kind of 2-1 is kind of crazy because Lopez is dangerous with submissions. So I don't think he's gonna submit him early. Though. I think it goes over 1.5. I'm Cliff said I like over 1.5. In Armin Saruki and Charles Oliveira, it's only minus 130. Great value, bro. That's kind of dangerous though. Because both like I think it goes over 1.5 too, but honestly not bad for minus 130 for 1.5. If it goes over, I think it's gonna be Sarukin getting it done if it goes over 1.5. Ernie said, yeah, the lines are already kind of used up. I'm mostly looking at props at this point. Yeah, I think tournament by knockout is a good prop here. Um, Ernie said, not all the money lines are terrible, but they will be by Wednesday. Yeah, because I think a lot of people are gonna be making bets on this card overall. Let's go. Lane said, pick MMA. You recover from the from the weekend. Thanks for hanging in. Yeah, I mean, I actually like the card wasn't terrible for me. I only like made a 1.225 units on the Vegas 90 card because I made like two fucking horrible bets, which was two parlays, a Walker. I think I would have been up like 3-4 units on the card, but I made like two bad bets, which was a Walker parlay. But I think it was what was the other like? I think it was I can't remember who the like was. I think it was Matsumoto maybe. I know it was Mullins or I had Mullins and Matsumoto parlay, so I was gonna stay away from both of those early in the week. Then I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna let me do some more parlays. You know, when you're just bored and you start doing parlay, looking at DraftKings. I mean, looking at your bookie. Yeah, something you're just sitting in your toilet. Like, let me fucking make some more bets. Like that happens from time to time, but I gotta start. I gotta stop doing that shit. Yeah, I mean, still not like I didn't lose money on the card, so I'm happy. Honestly, like made $125 on the card, so not bad. I mean, we did pretty good in best bets, right? Like last week we had 4-1 in best bets, and the card was really tricky though. Like that was a tricky card. We hit the lock of the week, which was sweaty lock. I mean, normal lock was really sweaty. We hit the parlay of the week at -135, so it wasn't like if I just didn't make those last two parlay bets on the card, I probably would have. Yeah, I would have been up like at least like 3-4 units on the card. Well, honestly, like I'll fucking take it on a card like that because that was a tricky card. There's some good spots on the card, but it was like overall like a tricky card. I'm going to make sports betting my day job. I mean, if you're financially secure enough, like you can do it, I guess. But if you're financially stable right now, Ernie said, "LOL, I lost big being bored messing with my NBA with the NBA, but I made it back on the UFC card." Yeah, bro. Sometimes you're just there sitting down and just chilling, and then like you start making like bets. Let me do this parlay. Let me do that parlay. Normally, like when I'm doing my plays, I'll like put them in after I'm done watching tape, and then that's when I have the best rate on fights. But then I write down the best bets, right? Like best bets. I write down my best bets after I'm done watching tape. I'm like, okay, this guy seems like he's got a like high likelihood of winning, right? Like Matsumoto, I like Matsumoto a ton. I was thinking about parlaying Matsumoto. That's the parlay. I should have parlayed Matsumoto. I was thinking about it, man. I was talking about in the video too. I was like, yo, when I had Matsumoto in the best bets video, I had him as the best bet, and I was like, I want to pick this guy as the best bet so bad. But I've seen so many people picking Argueta, and I was like, oh man, I don't know. Is Argueta gonna be able to wrestle him for 3 rounds? And he was looking pretty good in that fight, right? He was trying to muscle him around and getting takedowns on him, but Matsumoto is looked phenomenal. And the only reason I didn't parlay him because he made his UFC debut, so I'm always kind of worried about these guys making their debut. But Lane said, late to chat. Did you already break down Poatan fight? Not yet, Lane. We're gonna go over that soon, and I might have a surprise for you there in that one. And that's gonna be a fucking phenomenal fight. I mean, that's gonna be a great matchup either way. And we're still on like the early prelims right now. There's so many fights on this card. Instead of Matsumoto saved me last week from losing. Yeah, like Matsumoto is the fucking truth. This kid's only 24 years old. For 24 years old, like for him, even getting wrestled, and he didn't give up, right? He's still looking for submissions. I mean, he got the submission eventually with 3 seconds to go. Yeah, Matsumoto is pretty fucking good. And the Brisky fight. I mean, I don't know why I parlayed Walker. I told myself I was gonna stay away, so that's what I told myself. Then I saw actually, so this is why I parlayed. I saw the weigh-ins and I was like, holy shit, Walker looks so much bigger than this guy. He's gonna take him down to ground and pound. And this guy has no fucking ground and pound. Like Walker has no ground and pound. So it's just kind of, I'm not even like pissed off that he lost. I'm honestly whatever. Fuck Walker. Like, but it just he doesn't do anything. Like when he got taken down, right? Like Brisky got taken down. Just Walker didn't throw a single strike on the ground. Like wasn't throwing any ground and pound. Like and he said Brisky and Chepe didn't deserve to win. I don't think I think Walker lost the fight, bro. I'm honestly like I think Brisky won, bro. Like I had money on Walker like in a parlay, like I think he lost the fight, bro. He definitely lost the fight. That's the only leg that cost me 2 parlays. Let's look at the parlays that we had was like I had a Cage Warriors LFA and like half a unit to win like let me see how much was that? It's like I think it was like I think it was like something like a unit or something on that one. So it had Mullins and Matsumoto for half unit. So Mullins fucking lost that one. I should have stayed away from these women's MMA white favorites. I mean, but it is what it is. And Walter Walker Morono, that was a 1 unit play there, and Walker just looked horrible. I should have just taken the over 1.5 in that one. Then Paul Hughes, Skulls, Walter Walker over 1.5 in the Brandon Allen fight, over 1.5 in the Murray Charrier fight. That was like plus. This was plus 226. So Walter Walker cost me 2 parlays last week. Yeah, just I'm done. I'm never betting heavyweight fights again. It was 40 to win 130. So it was like almost eating to win there. It was like plus 226. He cost me like 2 parlays last week, Walker, and that's the only leg that cost me. This was actually a 5 leg parlay there with the Cage Warriors. Paul Hughes looked phenomenal in Cage Warriors. I watched his fight back this morning because I wasn't able to watch it because we had UFC live during his fight on Saturday. But he looked phenomenal, man. Skulls looked phenomenal in LFA. So sometimes I do like LFA, like PFO, like plays and stuff. Like I'll do like cross parlays. There's always that one leg that I was like cost you, and Walker just looked Walker's. I'm never betting a Walker fighter ever again. And Brisky, like he was getting taken down. It's not like Walker couldn't get a single takedown on this guy, and this Brisky's takedown defense looked crazy good. He just didn't do shit with the takedowns, though. Yeah, I think Chepe fight. I think Morgan probably edged it out, but I was happy that I got the pick right there. But Morgan, it was a close enough fight, and Chepe was out striking him on the significant strikes, and it was a close fight. And the moment that he had at the end of the third round, I mean that probably won the fight because he was landing some ground and pound. When Morgan was taking him down, wasn't really landing a lot of ground and pound from top position. He was just trying to hold him down. So it's just the judging, bro. The judging is like all over the place in MMA. Like just so we need some consistency and scorecards. Morgan said, and wouldn't then a Rockets dog pick be valued higher? What are we talking right now, Murky? The Rockets he's been out for too long, in my opinion, but he's probably gonna be the more technical striker. Or we say, yeah, that'd mean if you like a dog, then ads would usually get more profitable. Yeah, for sure, Ernie. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Lopez here by the third round finish here, but honestly, like I'm not like crazy confident on it because this is gonna be a tough matchup because Super Sadiq Yusuf is really fucking good, and losing to Barboza, really no shame losing to Barboza. Up next, we got Holly Holm taking on Kayla Harrison, and let's do a poll for this one. I don't have a parlay with Kayla Harrison yet. Like you guys are picking Lopez at 90%. Damn. Super Sadiq Yusuf not getting any respect from the chat. All right. Now Holm versus Harrison. Oh man, Harrison, like I think she'll make 135. I think I was like thinking she might not be able to make 135, but I think she's not gonna be drinking too many protein shakes now anymore. Like she's not gonna be eating too much anymore. I think so she's gonna make 135 here. Hopefully she makes 135. Or we might see this fight happening at catchweight maybe. I could see this happening at catchweight. So Kayla Harrison, like two-time judo gold medalist. So her grappling is legit, no joke, and she can muscle these girls around. Holly Holm needs to like make Kayla Harrison work. That's what Holly Holm needs to do here. Constantly make this girl work. Don't give her any space. I mean, you can't get like Kayla Harrison just control you on the ground. I was thinking about picking Holly Holm here, but I picked Jermaine Durandamy, and these girls that are getting older, like they don't have the explosiveness to get up to their feet. I mean, when they get taken down, so I think Kayla Harrison's gonna be able to get it done with the grappling. I mean, we said Damon was able to just to be fair, I mean, Durandamy didn't fight in 3.5 years. I should have seen that coming. Durandamy didn't look all that horrible on the feet race. He was looking clean, but different fight here. But these girls that are older, like anyone that's older, like they just don't have the explosiveness to pop up to their feet like when they get taken on. And Harrison's gonna be much bigger than her. Harrison used to fight at 155 in PFO, and honestly, like her losses is only to Larissa Pacheco, who's a grown fucking man. I don't know how Larissa Pacheco is a woman. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Harrison by decision. I'm not gonna bet this fight though. I think the overs. I like the overs in this one. What are the overs in this one? If it's plus money, over 2.5, minus 145. I think it goes over 2.5, man. I think it goes over 2.5. Even though like Holly Holm, I actually picked Marbuena Silva to submit Holly Holm. but it was a standing submission. And Harrison not really like a girl that's gonna go for standing submissions like Mara Buenosova. I think Buenosova has better jiu-jitsu than Holly Holm. I mean Kayla Harrison, but they overturned that into a no contest because I guess BSD Mara Buenos BS okay Mara Buenos BM okay MBS Mara Buenosova. She popped for Ritalin, Adderall medication, and they overturned that fight. But I got a perfect pick on that fight. I was second on submission, was phenomenal. It was a plus 145 play there on Marabona Silva. But it was like on the feet, like Holly Holm wasn't doing terrible. She was out striking Marabona Silva on the feet, but it was a standing like a ninja choke. Harrison, I think the UFC is hoping that Harrison goes out there, gets like a submission here early, maybe like a finish here on a UFC 100 card, so they can start building some hype on this girl. I mean, even though like Holly Holm's she's only been finished like a handful of times. She's been finished by like submission one time, and that's not even they overturned that into no contest, but that's still submission. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Kayla Harrison by decision. I like the over 2.5 here, man. I think it goes over 2.5 to be honest. Because Harrison, like I picked her by decision when she fought I think it was she fought Aspen Ladd. I think Aspen Ladd took that fight on short notice too. Yeah, Aspen Ladd took that fight on short notice, and yeah, people thought she was gonna get a submission, but she's just still a position grappler over submission grappler. Yeah, and the over 2.5 was plus money there. If I go the distance, was plus money over Aspen Ladd, and Aspen Ladd was stepping in on like a couple of weeks' notice, and still Kayla Harrison couldn't submit her. This is probably gonna be a good fight to take a break on, but I'm gonna be watching this fight because I want to see how Kayla Harrison looks at the UFC level. Harrison's gonna win, man. I'm pretty confident Harrison's gonna get this done by just control and ground, throw some pitter patter ground and pound because ground and pound is pretty fucking soy. He does have some nice elbows, but it's not gonna be enough to get a stoppage. I feel like I think over 2.5 is solid. You can take Kayla Harrison by decision. I'm probably gonna look at this as improper for Kayla Harrison. They said Holly Holm for W. I mean, see, probably I would not mind sprinkling Holly Holm by its decision, right? Like it's never what can go wrong with Holly Holm by decision. If I just said a lock of the night, nah, no way. I'm not. I don't think. Even though it's like I'm pretty confident on Kayla Harrison here, I don't think it's a lock. Like, because Holly Holm makes this girl worse. He's gonna be out striking her on the feet. Because Kayla Harrison's like striking is pretty mid. I watched her in PFL for like a long time now, and her striking is pretty mid. But she can just muscle these girls around, which is why I think she's gonna win. Which is why I think she's gonna be able to get the job done here. But it's gonna be I mean, Vegas judges don't really care about control, but these pay-per-view cards, I mean, I don't know which judges are gonna be there, but I think she's gonna get enough takedowns here and get the job done. I want to see what Lakers. Are Lakers losing right now or are they winning right now? I almost forgot about that. Okay. Damn, Timberwolves actually fucking won by 10 points. Holy shit. I didn't think they were gonna win by 10 points. That's crazy. Lakers fucking suck. How'd they lose? They got like okay, they let them score 46 points in the second quarter. Okay, but that's kind of sucks for Lakers though. But Timberwolves actually look good. But let's get back to the fight now. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Harrison by decision, but I could see Holly Holm pulling an upset here. Right? She's fought some decent competition. I mean, that Caitlin Vieira fight was like really fucking close. That was a really close fight. I remember watching that as a main win, and it was a pretty fucking horrible main win. I fell asleep during watching that fight. Yo, Nate Brown with his fucking with the members gifting membership, bro. Let's fucking go, Nate Brown. Big W's for Nate Brown. We got AJ in the chat. Let's go, MMA experts, bro. We got AJ. Are you streaming right now, AJ? I think you're gonna go live right now, right? And you're live right now. Let's go, AJ's. Jury ended, bro. Then you're live for like an hour and a half. Let's go. I gotta fucking rewatch it. After I'm done. Appreciate you, AJ. Let's go. I appreciate that, Nate Brown. Let's freaking go, Nate Brown. H Gunner Rollum said AJ loves you. Yeah, AJ's my homie, bro. Let's go, AJ's. I'm his prodigy. I'm his YouTube prodigy. Let's go, man. I appreciate the fucking raid, guys. Let's go, AJ. I appreciate the raid, bro. Big fucking W's for AJ. Weekly night. UFC bets the go. Let's go weekly night. I appreciate you guys coming in, guys, and hanging out with us. Let's go big W's. Let's go big W's for Nate Brown. Kill Harrison parlay confident pick. I think I like the over 1.5. I think the over 1.5 probably better parlay piece than Kill Harrison money line because I don't think he's gonna finish her early. But Harrison should be a good parlay piece. I just can't get there. I'm minus 500 because Holly Holm is a tough veteran. She's been in there with some tough girls. But yeah, I think Kill Harrison gets it done. But I'm personally not gonna parlay her minus 500 because the line is kind of wide. Minus 460 now, but still. So she should be able to get the job done, but I think it goes over 2.5. I would look at decision for Kill Harrison if there's any plus money. I think we're probably gonna get some plus money on decision because it's 3-round fight. This is their big moment here for Kill Harrison. She's more of like a control grappler. Like she doesn't go for, like she'll go for like trying to look for submission, but if you can't submit a girl like Aspen Ladd, Holly Holm is gonna make her work. She's been there. She's been fighting in the UFC for a long time. She's got enough experience. I think she's gonna survive to this season. So over 2.5 minus 145. I think over 1.5 probably a solid parlay piece. Over 1.5 should be like minus 225, minus 250. And I like Kayla by decision. Kayla Harrison by decision is honestly not bad here. I think it goes the distance, to be honest. Kayla Harrison by decision. But I'm guessing the UFC's hoping that she goes out there and gets a finish, right? But this is a tough test for her because Holly Holm, even at 42 years old, she's pretty tough. And he said Kayla line way too wide now. Yeah, just if it was like 2-1, like minus 250, I think it was a good parlay piece of minus 250. But minus 460, like a girl that's not really like a crazy submission grappler, like she's got like nice grappling, nice control, but she's not really like a one punch. Like it's not like she's got a nasty ground and pound. She only needs one takedown to get a finish. Like it's not like that, right? So she should get it done. Like I parlayed her when she fought Aspen Ladd. I think it was like minus 600 or something like that. And I played over 2.5 in that one, so I mean over 2.5. So yeah, I'm gonna go decision. I think over 2.5 is probably a good play here. Minus 145 for over 2.5 rounds. But Harrison, she might want to finish in this fight, but I don't think Holly Holm's gonna look for a way out in this one. And Holm got like I know, yeah, she looked good on the feet, but just like Mara Bonasova caught her with the standing like ninja choke, right? And I picked Mara Bonasova by second submission there, but they called it like that was kind of like that doesn't happen normally, right? You don't normally see that happening, like standing chokes. Kill Harrison not really like a jiu-jitsu practitioner like that. Like she's got decent like grappling, but it's not really like a one. She's got a nice ground and pound, so maybe you could get like a late third round ground and pound stoppage here. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be easy. But yeah, yeah, that fight, like this fight was kind of weird, bro. Like I wish they overturned it, bro. Like they called it they overturned it to like a no contest now because the Erlin. But yeah, I mean, second on submission was a perfect call there. There's a standing ninja choke, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I don't think Kayla Harrison has submissions like that to get a standing submission here. Yeah, I mean, also Kayla Harrison will be cutting a ton of weight here, so the later this fight goes, I think it probably favors Holly Holm. But I think Kayla Harrison will get enough takedowns and rack up enough control time that she's gonna win the first 2 rounds. And even if she loses the third round, she does slow it down. I'll tell you guys that right now. Kayla Harrison will slow down later in fights, but she's still gonna be there enough to get a takedown and rack up enough control time. Dude, over I'm the dirty dog biting the fart bubbles in the bathtub. What the fuck, dude? Dude, what are you talking about right now? And he said I wouldn't trust Holm. Yeah, I mean, like you got to give her a chance, right? Plus 350, plus 360 for Holly Holm. Still kind of like not bad value, but I don't think she's gonna win this matchup. It was good tight bats. You said tricky. Yeah, I mean, it's not a tricky matchup, but I think Holly Holm's gonna use her size and get some takedowns. But I don't think it's gonna be like she's gonna get a grounded pound right away. Like imagine I say that now she goes out there gets the first round grounded pound stop as her finish. But yeah, I don't think she's gonna get a first round submission. Ernie B says someone compared this to their Holm versus Ronda fight. Kind of true, but Holm is like Ronda has like I mean Ronda was a nice submission grappler, but it's like striking is. I mean Ronda's like always been pretty like I mean I like Ronda. Ronda Rousey was a fucking she was a girl back then, but she got head kicked. But we haven't really seen any knockouts from Holly Holm in a long time. Imagine Holly Holm goes out there and knocks out Kayla Harrison with a knee or something flying. Holly Holm with a flying knee knockout over Kayla Harrison in the first round. I'd love to see that. Bro, yeah, but Kayla Harrison's tough, man. I mean, she fought Angel, not Angel Pacheco. What the fuck? I literally just called her Angel Pacheco. Yeah, she fought, who was it? She fought Larissa Pacheco. I mean, Larissa Pacheco was beating her up and landing some nice power punches, but Larissa Pacheco hits like a fucking man. Larissa Pacheco has power to sleep, guys. I'm telling you guys that right now. I think she could beat some of these featherweights in the UFC. Like, I'm not even fucking capping. Like, this girl is a man. This is not a fucking chick. Yeah, she was landing some nice power punches, and Kayla Harrison's pretty tough, but she just couldn't get enough takedowns on Pacheco. Pacheco's pretty physically strong. But she did beat her in the past race. She's got 2 wins over her, so like, yeah, she got 2 wins over her. Like, well, Pacheco's a beast in PFL right now, to be fair, but that's her only 2 losses. I mean, that's her only loss in the PFL for Harrison. But she's also 10 years younger, so it should be a good parlay piece. I just can't get there myself. Camille Clarkson can kill her, gas herself out though with the huge weight cut. I don't think it's gonna be much of a factor. She's known about this fight for long enough now. Ernie said younger than me but old. Or should we said and Davis injured eye. Davis, you mean injured eye? LeBron is a flu protocol. Yeah, LeBron wasn't playing today, right? I heard. I wasn't watching the NBA game tonight. Yeah, I appreciate that, AJ, bro. Let's fucking go. W for AJ for the raid. Appreciate that, homie. Let's go. I didn't know you're gonna go live later, bro. I probably would have gone live earlier if I knew you're gonna go live because I was gonna come out hang out with you guys in the live stream. But I'll be back. You guys are going Moneyline Mondays tomorrow, right? That's gonna be lit, bro. Moneyline Monday is gonna be lit tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or is it Wednesday? Not so, like I don't know which day it is. Sometimes it's on Wednesday now, and then sometimes it's Monday. So I think you guys said it was gonna be Wednesday, right? This time for 300. But I hope it's tomorrow, man. I'm excited for tomorrow morning night. If it's tomorrow. Nate Brown said Pacers got it done, though. I'm really feeling my Pacers. It was in finals bet at minus 3,000, bro. That's fucking great value. Nate Brown is fucking great. I don't bet NBA that much. I only put like a $20, $25 sometimes from time to time. I don't bet it like crazy though. Tyler said I like over for sure. Here's what are the odds. So yeah, I mean minus 147 for over 1.5 here. I think it goes over. I think it goes over, man. Over is not a bad value here considering the line. I mean, it should be 2-1 though, but I guess people are expecting Harrison to go out there, smash, let's go right with ground and pound. Obviously, Holly Holm's gonna slow down, right? But I think she's still tough enough. Like it's not like Holly Holm gets it's only been knocked out one time. Amanda Nunes head kicked her, right? Like, but Amanda Nunes is a fucking beast. Like way better than Kayla Harrison will ever be, in my opinion. I don't think Kayla Harrison's on the level of Amanda Nunes. Probably bad. W Raid, yeah, let's go. Paku Mame in the house. Good Paku. Nate Brown said, if Max wins, pick him and gonna have hell of a members, bro. I really hope Max gets it done. Me and AJ both are picking Max Holloway now. So AJ, let's fucking go, AJ. I'm feeling better now that you're picking Max Holloway too. We got me, Nate Brown, Max Holloway. I mean, not Max Holloway. I'm experts. AJ. We got a couple other people picking Max Holloway too now. So I'm fucking. Let's go. Ty said, I like the overs for sure. Yeah, I think it goes over, to be honest. Yeah, let's go, guys. Ty said, fight goes distance, Holly Holm decision, but can see Kayla decision too. I think Kayla decision is what I like here. But you might as well take the over 2 now. Why would you bet Kayla decision and take a chance on that? Imagine Holly Holm just keeps it on the feet, just outpoints her. Because Kayla Harrison's striking is not that good, in my opinion. Yo, Nate Brown with another gifted membership, bro. Big dollars for Nate Brown. Let's go, Nate Brown. Let's go. Ty got the membership. Let's fucking go, guys. Let's go, Nate Brown. Appreciate that, brother. Let's go. Chubby said Holly Holm has declined. Holly has declined. He's no longer a boxer striker. Her game is wrestling and cage stall. Unless he'll just like pop shot you, right? Like just I'll point you for like majority of the fight. But I think Killer's gonna get those takedowns in this fight. Let's go. Yeah, big dollars for Nate Brown, bro. Dude's been gifting memberships every fucking stream. Appreciate that, Nate Brown. Let's go. He said, I swear I'll donate at least 5% of my profit to pick him mid. Dude, that's fucking appreciate that, bro. You already done enough, bro. But I really hope Max Holloway wins, bro. I want to see him win so bad. But I'm scared. Like, I don't want to see him fight Makachev, though. Like, even though it would be a fun matchup. Remember when he was supposed to fight Habib back in the day? And the doctors didn't let him fight for some reason due to a weight cut issue. I don't know why Max Holloway had a weight cut issue there. That'd be. I think he can get the job done over Gaethje though. But let's move on. Let's move on to the next fight now. It's not too. Let's not spend too much time on this one because this is gonna be a boring fight. This is probably gonna be the worst fight on the card, in my humble opinion. Kayla Harrison by decision is the pick, but it'd be fucking crazy for Holly Holm just proves that she's the better fighter here. We got Kelvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling in this fight, bro. This is not an easy matchup here, man. Let's do a poll for this one before I talk about this one. Kattar coming off a layoff right now. Chat's picking Holly Holm at 60% in the chat. I mean, you guys like yourself some Holly Holm, eh? Grandma Holly Holm. She got the job done here. Holy shit, that'd be crazy. All right, so Kattar versus Sterling. Now, what I will say about Kattar is like he hasn't really fought anyone that's gonna wrestle like nonstop, right? But Sterling's like takedowns aren't really that clean. Like he'll shoot some takedowns, but it's not like he's got the best takedown entry. If he gets a hold of your hips, he's gonna take you down right away. Like it's not like that, right? Yeah, like Kattar, let's look through Kattar's record. So Kattar's 23-7 overall. Hasn't fought in 2 years. He fought Arnold Allen when he had a knee injury in that fight. Fought Josh Emmett to a split decision, which is not looking bad anymore because Josh Emmett still has a fucking one-punch KO power, even at 39 years old. I mean, he dominated Giga Chikadze, took him down and beat him up on the feet too. Lost to Max Holloway, got outclassed. Dan Egan doesn't really wrestle. All these guys don't really wrestle. Jeremy Stevens, like, just way past it at that point. Jabid Magomed Sharipov. Where's this guy been? We haven't seen this guy. He's done, right? He doesn't fight anymore. I forgot. He became a doctor, I think, now. Jabid. Ricardo Lamas. I mean, all these guys, like, the only guy that grapples is Hinata Moicano, right? Like, Moicano fighting at 155 now, to be fair. So, Sterling, like, all these guys, the only guy that grapples, like, is Max Holloway. I mean, not Max Holloway. I mean, Moicano, Hinata Moicano. All these other guys, like Dan Ige doesn't really grapple. He's a boxer. Giga Chikadze is a striker, like kickboxer. Stevens is like a striker, doesn't really grapple. Allen doesn't grapple. Josh Emmett doesn't grapple. Holloway doesn't really grapple. All these guys don't really grapple, right? And Kattar is coming off a layoff right now. I was picking Kattar like for like months and months. I was leaning towards Kattar, like 36 years old. They're similar in age here. Kattar's going to be bigger here. It's 5'11" to 5'7" of Sterling. Sterling coming in at 5'7". And Sterling, like, he won the first round against O'Malley, but O'Malley was just finding his timing. Didn't really find his. He was waiting for his opportunities to find a counter. This is a tough one, man. This is a 50-50 fight. I don't know why Sterling is like almost minus 150 here. It's kind of wide. Sterling's his takedowns, like, let's look at his stats right now. So Sterling here, let's look at some stats here. I want to see what the stats are here. But Sterling's has like a 20% takedown accuracy, which is not that good. Sterling's 24% takedown accuracy, like got 3 takedowns on Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo came back after a layoff in that fight. Got 5 takedowns on TJ Dillashaw, but TJ Dillashaw had a shoulder injury in that fight. Peter Yan fight, he got 2 takedowns on Peter Yan, but that was a really close fight. But he was able to take down Peter Yan, take his back and control him, backpack him. And then that first fight, I mean, but Peter Yan took him down 7 times, and Corey couldn't, like, he got one. Did he take down Cody Sandhagen? I thought he took him down, but I guess he just took his back standing, submitted him. So I'm gonna go Sterling here, but I hope Sterling gets knocked out. I don't really like Sterling. I'll be honest with you guys. I know some people like Sterling now. So everyone used to hate Sterling. Now they like him. Now that he got knocked out by O'Malley. It's kind of hilarious though, the way things work. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy though, but I'm gonna go Sterling by decision, but I honestly don't like it. I'm not gonna bet this guy. I'm definitely not betting this fight. I actually bet Kattar early, then I cast out of it. I actually bet him a month 115, then I cast out. I was like, fuck, I don't know. Like 2-year layoff, like knee surgery. It's gonna be a tough fight, man. His training's out of New England Cartel. I'm a big fan of New England Cartel guys, but they haven't been doing well this year. I mean, Rob Font lost, Pacheco lost card. They lost paper. No, that wasn't a paper. That was Atlantic City, and Connor Matthews lost also. Like all these guys are in England cartel. They haven't been doing solid this year. Like Sterling's actually been doing solid. His team is actually looking really phenomenal this year. I'm gonna go Sterling here by decision, but honestly, like it'd be nice to see Sterling get knocked out again. I don't really hate him. I don't really hate him. It's not like I hate the guy. I don't know. Just ever since that fight with Peter Yan, I think I had Peter Yan in the parlay, so I was like kind of pissed off, and I was like so fucking furious. But, either way, man, it should be a fun fight though. Nate Brown said I just happened to be here when Nick was at a few hundred subs and was modding everyone, and I try to do my job though. Yeah, I gave out like I was giving out mods like to everyone. Yeah, it was like everyone was getting a mod back then. I appreciate that, Nate Brown, bro. I appreciate the support. Let's go. I just said, come on, bro. Home is not beating Kayla. Kayla has too much of an ego to lose her debut. She's a lock. I'm telling you. I'm like medium to high confidence in Kayla, but I don't think she's finishing. I think by decision is probably the way it's gonna happen. Because Home is not a quitter. She's not gonna quit out there. And I don't think Kayla is gonna standing in the choker like Marbun. So I do see Kayla getting takedowns though. And they said for sure Lane gotta show love when it's due. Nate said I gotta see Kayla make weight to be honest, but there's way too many fights to bet on. I just don't care enough to even consider a play. Yeah, see, I'm right there with you, Nate Brown. Like I'll think about the over tuna, but I don't know if I'll get there. Like I'm just gonna take a pass on this one. Like there's so many better fights to be betting on. Like why bet Kelly Harrison at minus 500? A girl that hasn't fought us hasn't had a single fight in UFC. You might as well go throw something on the dog odds. Like there's so many underdogs that are live on this card than throwing money at minus 500 on Kelly Harrison. Like it doesn't make sense, guys. I know like it looks like a lock, right? But I mean the women's MMA, like we've seen crazy things that happen in crazy women's MMA. Look at Melissa Mullins last week. People were saying she's a lock. I don't know. I was gonna stay away from that fight, then I ended up fucking putting in probably Masamoto, and I paid the price there. But I did just you never know, man. Women's MMA is like fucking 50-50. All these women's MMA fights would be minus 110, even money every time, because you never know what's gonna happen. And Ty said, I really like a select few spots on this card for betting. Every other fight is a toss up. Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. I want to watch those fights as a fan more. I don't want to like have crazy amount of money on it. Like, like this is the type of card. This is like a historic card. Like, so many fights are gonna be so much fun, bro. Like, when you have money on like so much money on a fight, like then you're gonna be stressing and shit. You're gonna be like, oh shit, is he gonna get it done? Like watching fights with no money on some of these fights, like I like a couple of spots on those cards, but like I don't have like crazy action. Like sometimes I'll bet like every single fight out there, but this is not a fight card. I want to be betting like every single fight. But yeah, there's some good spots on this card though. Some live underdogs. 8 rounds said like I had JB, dude was way overhyped. JB was he was good though. He was pretty fucking good. But yeah, like these Russians get a lot of hype on him. Yeah, JB. I don't know if he would be champion, but I think he had a skill set to be in the top 5 eventually. But I don't know about him being champion though. But he had all the skill set, right? He had phenomenal striking, decent grappling. 145 GB grappling was arguably the best at one point. Yeah, his grappling was pretty fucking good. All right, let's talk about the next match. I'm picking Sterling here, but can't really get there on the money line there because this is a 50-50 fight. If he doesn't get takedowns, I mean, Cater is going to be the much better boxer, and I have no doubt about that. And I might pick Flip to Cater if I see him looking good on the weigh-ins. I might just pick him to be honest, because I was picking Cater here, but the 2-year layoff is a long time off, and even the guys that he's training with, like, even though I like I'm a big fan of the England Cartel Academy, like the gym over there. But yeah, they haven't been doing solid this year. Like, and he's probably the best guy out of the England Cartel, maybe other than Rafan. Yeah. So, Cater Sterling is minus 146. Cater plus 126. If you guys want to bet Sterling, I would look at this season because I don't see him finishing Cater. I just don't see it. I know he's got submission ability, but he's not submitting Cater, man. I'll tell you guys that right now. Over 2.5. Over 2.5 is risky because Cater can definitely knock him down and knock him out. I think it goes over. I'm gonna pick Sterling on a close decision, like maybe like a split or something. But I don't know if he doesn't get his back, it doesn't get control time. I don't know. You could lose this fight based on damage because Cater is gonna be much more physically bigger in there. But he's coming off of surgery. 2 years off is a long time off from the game. I mean, I picked the randomly, right? Jermaine the randomly, and so, like, she wasn't looking terrible after 3.5 years, but she still got out grappled, right? So not really the same matchup there. But I'm gonna go with the Sterling by decision. But I really hope that he gets knocked out cold. I'd love to see him getting knocked out again because he's such a fucking crybaby, bro. This guy's always crying. He's one of the saltiest guys in the UFC. I feel like next to Joe Pfeiffer and Chris Curtis. Like, I don't hate Sterling, but I don't know. I just ever since his fight with Peter Yan, I just don't like the guy. Um, Lane got Holly Holm at plus 325. Bro, that's good value on Holly Holm. Betting wise, it's probably like dogger pass. Like, I was thinking about Portland Killa, but I was like, fuck, man, I'm done. Portland, these big favorites in women's MMA. You better have just taken a pass. Because Holly Holm, imagine she stuffs all the takedowns and just touches Kill Harrison up on the feet. I think Holly Holm's probably gonna have the better cardio than Kill Harrison because Kill Harrison does slow down, but she's gonna use her size to get takedowns though, which is why I'm picking her. But yeah, Sajib was a gasser. It don't matter how good you are if you gas out after a round and a half. I mean, that is true though, but he had some illnesses, right? He was dealing some illness, like he was sick, so that was a factor too. But he's gonna be a doctor right now. I think he's trying to be a doctor right now or something like that. He's on his way to being a doctor right now. Rasu said, "Damn, still alive? Yeah, we've been here fucking 2 hours. We're probably gonna be here till the next an hour and a half. I still got like the main card to go." And he said, "The only reason I want to pick Calvin is I think he will do the damage and mitigate any from Aljo. Yeah, just a layoff, which is why I picked flipped in this one. But if Kelvin Cater has a good weight cut and he looks like himself, like look good on the scales, I might pick Kelvin Cater back to be honest, because I think it's a dogger pass. There's no way you guys should be betting Sterling at fucking minus 150. And Sterling said he's gonna predict to submit Kelvin Cater in the second. He's not submitting him. He might take his back and control him, but he's not gonna submit Cater, in my opinion. And Abraham said at least Aljo is humble enough to say he probably couldn't beat Max Holloway or Volkanovski. We at least said, well, he said that I'll back. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the guy. Just like I don't know. I'm not really a favorite. I'm not really like a fan of Sterling. Like, I don't think Styles is all that fun to watch either. Like, he's like a decent grappler, but striking is pretty mid. I could see Cater getting it done here. I could honestly see Cater getting it done, but I'm gonna go the layoff. It scares me, and time off is kind of bad, but his losses are not terrible. Like Max Holloway lost, like who wasn't losing Max Holloway other than Volkanovski at 145. Arnold Allen, like that was an injury to be fair, but Allen was looking phenomenal with those leg kicks in the first couple minutes. And I mean the surgery is kind of concerning, which is why I'm probably gonna pick flip on the main event tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sterling for now, but I don't know why people are so much confident. 75% is kind of crazy picking Sterling. This is the fight that I might pick flip on for sure. There's a couple of fights that like this. All these fights are coin toss fights. All right, next fight: Jerry Prozgot taking on Alexander Rakic. Let's see. Let's do a poll for this one. This will be a fun fight, man. I'm excited for this one. Chad's picking 55% going with Sterling, and we have 42% going with Cater. I mean, that's a coin toss fight. Do not bet Sterling at minus 140, 50. Like, but maybe take him by like submission or decision. You're probably gonna get plus money on that because I don't see him knocking out Cater. His only chance is like maybe locking in a submission, but I think he's gonna win decision. It's gonna go the distance. I feel like unless Cater knocks him out, Cater is gonna be live for the KO because Sterling, we have seen him knocked out twice, right? He got knocked out by O'Malley, which is like it was kind of early stoppage, but he gets dropped a ton of times. The way he walks into punches is it's not good. He walked into that counter from O'Malley. Like his striking is so bad. Like his stand up is so terrible. Jury versus Rock is. Well, this is gonna be a crazy fight. Rock is also coming back after 2 years off. I actually bet Blachowicz at +2. I think it's +250 over Rock is, and it worked out for me. When Blachowicz was landing some nice leg kicks, eventually like Rock is stepped on his knee the wrong way and then broke his knee. I think he had an injury in that fight. Yeah, Rocco's is like a 3 to 1 over Blachowicz, which is kind of crazy to be honest, because Blachowicz is no joke. Like it's crazy people are writing up Blachowicz, but it was even though it was an injury, but things weren't looking that clean. But Rock was it Rock is the one that was mixing in takedowns? I gotta check this out in stats. I think one of these guys was mixing in takedowns in that fight. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was maybe it was Blachowicz that was mixing in takedowns. That was Rockers that took him down. He was controlling him for like 4 minutes. He controlled Blachowicz for 4 minutes. And I mean, I could see him taking down a Jury here, because Jury's like takedown defense is honestly not that good. And just a 2 year off is kind of scary. Like he's coming out of surgery too. Like he had a knee injury. And Prohodka, like his striking defense is pretty horrible though. Like, and he was on his way to losing that Glover Teixeira fight. I remember. Wasn't he down in the scorecards in this one? I think he was down in the scorecards before he got the submission in the 5th round. This was a 3 round fight, so Dominic Reyes' fight was kind of close before he knocked him out. Wokan Ozdemir clipped him a couple of times, then he knocked out Wokan Ozdemir. I mean, he was having success in that Pereira fight. I picked Project in that matchup, and he was looking good in the 1st round there. When he was pushing Pereira backwards, he was like landing some nice combinations, and had Pereira like it didn't really have him rocked, didn't really hurt him, but he was like having success when he was pushing him up against the cage, landing some nice punches. But Pereira's chin at 1-205 is solid, and then eventually like Project walked into the left hook from Pereira. I mean, so this is a tricky one, man. This is definitely a tricky one. This is a tough one, to be honest with you guys, because Rockets is probably gonna be the better technical striker. I have no doubt about that. But 2.5 years is a long time. He's younger. I think he's younger, right? How much younger is he here? And then he's actually 1 year older than Projka, but Projka, he's got a ton of power, but I don't know about this one, man. I'm gonna go with Projka here. Is he gonna knock him out? I mean, I'm gonna say knockout, but I mean he got knocked out 4 months ago, so he's had some time off and the last 4 months off. And that was kind of early stoppage by Mark Goddard. Mark Goddard always with early stoppages. Mark Goddard needs to be fucking banned from reffing fights. But yeah, I mean, Rockets' wins are honestly not terrible, right? He's got some decent wins. Wins over Santos, Anthony Smith, Devin Clark, who's not in the UFC anymore. Jimmy Manuwa. We haven't seen Jimmy Manuwa back in a long time. But that was impressive, though. He knocked him out with a head kick. Marcin Prachnio, he knocked him out. Marcin Prachnio. I gotta go with the Projka, but former champion Projka, I think he gets the job done. But I really don't have a lot of confidence in this one because Rockets is actually really good. He's a really good point fighter. Doesn't really go for a lot of knockouts, but it's like Kevin isn't dumb. Like he fights the hands. Yeah, Kevin is a really good boxer. Like he's got nice takedowns too. He's got good wrestling too. He's got a wrestling pedigree, right? Tata Saguru literally wearing those Jamal Hill sponsored big and tall shirts now, glazing for the interview. He's probably gonna get an interview, right? I mean, he's got enough clout to get interviews now. Ernie Bisa UFC is trading about PFO Bilal for Vanessa Meloman. That's crazy. The worst trade in UFC history was that Ben Askren and Demetrius Johnson trade. That was the worst trade in UFC history overall. Ty said, I like Jerry here, my favorite guy. I'm gonna edge Jerry here just because he's been active recently, but he only fought once in the last, like, at least he fought in the last 2 years, right? So yeah, Rockets, like, he doesn't have a long layoff. Yeah, that's why I can't pick Rockets here, because also favored to win. But Rockets is gonna be better technical striker here. Like Jerry Protzka striking defense is pretty horrible. He's very hittable. I mean, really hittable. So, and Rockets can maybe mix in a takedown because he will shoot some takedowns on guys. I'm gonna find out though. But Protzka is like constantly trying to work his way back up. And even though Glover was taking him down, it couldn't really capitalize on him, right? Glover got in full mount a couple of times, couldn't really get him out of there. Protzka is gonna definitely fight for your money as a dog. Protzka, I think, is not bad here. I think Protzka is not a bad underdog to sprinkle on because he fought Pereira and he was looking decent in the Pereira fight, but Pereira was landing a lot of leg kicks. So Rockets might throw a lot of leg kicks here, but he's coming off his own leg injury, so who knows how he's recovered from that. Projka coming in at plus 110 right now. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 155. I think it goes under 2.5 rounds, but it's risky though, because both these guys could be they could be patient and not like Rocket doesn't take a lot of chances out there. I'll tell you guys that right now. So Projka is gonna be on the pace and pressure. I feel like though. Projka by just money line is not bad. Plus 110. I don't think that's probably one of the better underdogs on the card. Projka as a dog, because you know this dude's gonna go out there and fight for money each and every time. I'm getting knocked out by Poatan is like really no shame in that one, right? That's the only time that he's been. That's the only other time that he's been knocked out. 3 times. I've actually been knocked out 3 times. Damn. Muhammad Lawal knocked him out, right? That was a big upset. I remember. But who else knocked him out? He was winning over Nemkov back in the day. That was like a 15-minute non-stop fight. I think it was a 10-minute non-stop fight, no rounds. That was like back like a long time ago, 2015. Yeah, this dude has like 20 knockouts. I mean, like 25 knockouts. So does have a he's only gone the distance. How many times? Like 1 time he's gone the distance. Yeah, I think it goes under 2.5 rounds. Rockets is not really. Rockets is a guy that's gonna go the distance more often, right? He's went the distance 4 times at the UFC level. He's 4-1 in decisions. I think it goes under for 2.5 rounds though, but I like Projka more than under 2.5 rounds here. I think Projka gets it done by a knockout, but let's see how this one goes though, because Projka can also get knocked out, right? Jerry versus Hill next. Yeah, that'd be fucking. That's gonna be a fucking banger of a matchup, right? That's a match that we were about to see before Hill was injured, I think, right? Yeah, that'd be a fucking good matchup though. That'd be a fun matchup. Nancy Ramos at least season Gary Copeland. Yeah, Gary Copeland is like he's too juiced up. He's got no brain cells left anymore. And so that Jerry lost was early stoppage. Yeah, it was early stoppage. Mark Goddard with the early stoppages. But Gary Copeland would have stopped the fight right away when he got knocked down, I think. You wouldn't even given him that fucking time to eat elbows. He would have just stopped. He would have been standing Tika for a project for a Pera. Yeah. You like Jerry? He's your favorite dog. I mean, I wouldn't really call him my favorite underdog in this card, but I think he's one of the underdogs that can come through. Yeah, the layoff is like concerning for Rockets here, obviously. Let's go. We got Millie in the house. Let's go, Millie. What's going on, Millie? Let's go. Hope you're doing good, Millie. All right, next fight. What's the next matchup now? We're gonna be going over to the main card now, opener. You guys chat's picking Jury at 71%. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jury, but I'm not as confident as some of you guys in the chat. This is like this fight card's filled with coin toss matchups, in my opinion. All right, do we really need a poll for this next one? All right. I wonder if there's anyone out there picking Brundis. Like, is there anyone out there on YouTube picking Brundis? I mean, this is MMA, right? So anything can happen. Boy, Nickel. Yo, imagine Brundis gets it done, gets a knockout in the first round, dude. I don't think Dana would be fucking furious. Brundis knocks him out in the first round with the first punch. Because we haven't seen Bo Nickel take a punch yet. We don't really know how good his chin is. Has he been rocked? I don't think we've ever even seen Bo Nickel get a punch yet. What's the striking defense? Striking defense is 75% because he hasn't taken a punch yet. Has anyone landed a punch at Bo Nickel? I want to see this. Because I think he's just been taking guys down or knocking guys out in the first like minute. So I guess Woodburn didn't land a single punch. No, he landed 2 punches, I guess. So he did land something. Jimmy Pickett landed 1 punch overall. And I was like, he kicked him in the cup, I guess, that fight. Remember that one? John Beard didn't have a chance. These other 2 guys didn't have a chance. But he's been fighting absolute bottom of the barrel, right? Woodburn honestly didn't look terrible in this next fight. Oben Elliott fought Oben Elliott, Cage Warriors prospect, recently a couple months back. And he honestly didn't look terrible, right? Woodburn had some power, so and Woodburn showed power. He got a knockdown in the first round over I think Woodburn got a knockdown over Oben Elliott his next fight. So Woodburn has some power, but Brandis is gonna be better than Woodburn, way better than Woodburn. But how can I pick against? How can I pick over Bornickel here? Like, there's no way I can pick Brandis. I haven't picked Brandis to win ever since that Demoz fight. I think that was the last one that I picked him to win, to be honest. And yeah, like Brandis, like I think we're gonna see a first round ground pound stoppage from Bornickel here. I think he's gonna look for a submission or like a first round knockout. First round knockout for Bornickel is like -1. Let me pull up the props on DraftKings. We'll look up the props too. Props. Let me pull up this. Yeah, DraftKings has the props up already. Yeah, Bornickel. Like I liked under 1.5. I got under 1.5 in a parlay. I got under 2.5 in a parlay. I think it goes under. I don't think this fight's gonna see the second round. And like when Brandis can't get his early finish, he just kind of folds later. Later the fight goes. He won the first round over Rodolfo Vieira, then he just kind of pulled the guillotine choke, and got submitted by arm triangle against Vieira. I remember that match because I had Vieira second in submission, and I actually live bet Brandis a plus money. So that was that he was looking good in that fight too, but he just kind of folded later. But Bornickel like under 1.5 -270. Yeah, under like Bornickel by KO is like +130, submission -110. I don't know. You guys really want to choose a method of victory here? You might get a knockout because when guys start knocking people out, they don't want to go back to submissions. They want to get a highlight reel knockout or I'm gonna pick Bornickel by knockout here, to be honest, but he might look for a submission. I think most people are picking submission here on Tapology. Yeah, 64% picking the submission, but I could see like a knockout here, man. I think he's gonna maybe get a ground and pound stop as here on the ground, maybe knock him down. I mean, Brandon's chin is honestly not that horrible, but I could see like a knockout here from Bornickel first round. Bornickel by knockout +130. I'll rather just choose a plus money method here. Imagine what's the Cody Burns by knockout +1200. No, that's too much. Bornickel, okay. Cody Burns by knockout +20, 2500. Burns by submission +3000. What's round one knockout for Burns? Burns round one knockout +5500. I'm gonna sprinkle $5 on that just for the memes, because that is crazy. Holy shit. Everyone has a chance in the early goings. Like when you're fresh, you got power, you're fucking fresh, you got anything can happen in the early rounds. But later this goes, I think first minute, like Rendez has his live dog in the first like minute, but he's gonna get stopped in this fight. But it's MMA. I mean, it's MMA. Anything can happen in MMA. We've seen some crazy upsets in the past. And that is not bad. I mean, plus 5,500 for Rendez round one. I've never seen props that big before. Like it's kind of crazy. Bornickel and under 1.5 -250. You might as well just take the under 1.5 alone, than taking Bornickel and under 1.5 just to get like a couple dollars more. I think I like the under 2.5, under 1.5 in a parlay, under 2.5 in a parlay. I think these are some good parlay pieces. Yeah, it should be a first round knockout for Bornickel, or first round. Bornickel round one, round 510 in round one -190. Bornickel round one +125. Damn, it's 2-1 for just round one for Bornickel. Under 1.5 is solid, I think. Or Bornickel by knockout, I feel like is probably solid. But under 1.5, I like unders in this one more than money line nickel or like method of victory for nickel. Because you can get the either way. You can get a summation. You can go out to get a knockout. And Brandes does kind of give up his neck when he's kind of hurt. Like he's been submitted one time, knocked out twice. He was on his way to getting knocked out by ground and pound against Jacob Malkoun before Malkoun hit him to the back of the head. William Knight got some ground and pound stoppage. So I think Bornickel by knockout is the pick. Yeah, that's my pick. Bornickel by knockout. I think you can get a first round knockout here. What's the knockout for Bornickel round one? Knockout for round one +125 for Bornickel round one knockout. Honestly, not bad. That's probably where the values at, or like not the value. I mean, it's not like crazy value, but round two knockout for Bornickel +850. Just under 1.5. I like just under 1.5. It's not bad. I think under 1.5. You're throwing $5 on Brandis parlay, bro. Don't even parlay. You're getting crazy odds on alone. Like just play straight up, like knockout for Brandis. Because this is MMA. You gotta respect the game, right? Anything can happen in this game. Ernie said Cody would get a scholarship to Penn State if he sub Bo Nickel. Yeah. I would love to see an upset here, bro. I'm honestly that'd be fucking crazy. I don't even care about getting this pick wrong. Like it'd be fucking crazy from Brandis if he gets an upset here. It'd be crazy. Bo is destroying Brumbies. Yeah, I mean, he should be able to destroy him, but still a step up. And this is a step up in competition from Bo Nickel. He's gonna destroy him, but you can never be too sure in MMA. And like I said, Bo is one of those I know he's a NCAA wrestling greats. He's only lost to like Gordon Ray. I think he's only lost to Gordon or something like that. Because Aljo by submission. I don't know if Aljo's gonna get the submission. I know he's been saying that he's gonna get submission, but Cater is tough, man. Well, if you're getting crazy plus money on it, probably not a bad sprinkle, but I think he's just gonna control Cater because I don't think he's gonna want to stand up with Cater on the feed because Cater hits hard and he's got power, better boxing. Linson got home Nickel and Holloway for plus 325. That's a savage parlay there, Lane. I hope you hit that one, Lane. Let's go. Ty said Bo is basically a fighter who were about to get a cut final death sentence. Bro, you mean Ty? You're talking about Bo Nickel? He's not about to get cut here. Yeah, I'm gonna obviously. Yeah, how can you not go with Bo Nickel here? Like they're giving him 79% chance to win here, which is kind of crazy to be fair. But he should be able to get this done. If he doesn't get, if he can't beat the guy like Brandes here, like what is he doing? Should just retire. I mean, Brandes should be like 1-4 his last like 4 fights. He would have beat Rivera if he just didn't pull a guillotine choke in that fight. I think he would have beat him. He would have knocked him out eventually, or done enough to win by decision. But then he's probably gonna pull a guillotine choke. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm gonna say he pulls the guillotine choke and gets ground and pounded in the first round. That's gonna be my prediction for this fight. All right, let's talk about the next fight. Next fight now. We got Charles Oliveira, Do Bronx Oliveira versus Arman Tsarukyan. And I was watching Arman Tsarukyan's fight with that Joaquim Silva fight back last night. I was like, let me just rewatch. Not last night, this morning. I mean, so I was like, let me just run this fight back and see like what was Joaquim Silva doing that could be similar with. I mean, they're not even like close to the same level. Like Joaquim Silva was a bum. I mean, he's a strong grappler, but he's not nowhere near the level of Oliveira, obviously. But Oliver, like Strukin didn't really have time to train for that fight. Like he actually had time to train, but he didn't really have time to train for that stylistic matchup in Joaquim Silva. Let's do a poll for this one. This is gonna be fun. You guys are picking Bo Nickel at 75% and Brandes at 25%. I think there's value in Brandes here. I really do. But personally, I'm just gonna take under 2.5, under 1.5. Rigo said, should Bo Nickel get a title shot after he wins? This fight, nah, hell nah, bro. What the f? Nah. Beating Brandes doesn't give you a fucking title shot. Like, no way. Millie said cut Bo Nickel. I mean, why you guys want to see him cut? You guys don't like watching him fight? I think this is fun to watch. But it shouldn't be on the main card. Definitely should not be on the main card. Thank God they moved Oliveira and Sarukian higher than Brandes. That was disrespectful to Oliveira. All right, let's do a poll for this one. Oliveira taking on Sarukian. This is a tough one, man. I mean, this is definitely a tough one. Like my heart says Oliveira, and then my fucking brains keeps telling me Sarukin's gonna win. This is a tough one, man. I mean, Sarukin got rocked bad. I mean, he was on chicken legs. Joaquin Silva cracked that chin, hit him in the left hook. Beautiful left hook there from Joaquin Silva that hit him right in the fucking dome. And he was wrestling. He was trying to take him down for like trying everything to just get a takedown and control Joaquin Silva. If you're getting rocked by Joaquin Silva, like it's not the best look. Not the best look to be honest. But Oliveira, man, one of the most dangerous guys in the UFC overall. Like doesn't matter which weight class. Like this guy's as dangerous as they get in MMA. Like this guy's good everywhere. Submission grappler, he's a submission grappler, knockout artist. Like he can knock you out on the feet, head kicks. Like we've seen it all from Oliveira, man. This is a tough one, man. This is definitely a tough one. So I was picking Oliveira, then I picked Arman. I'm thinking about going back to Oliveira. Like, fuck, man, this is a tough one. This is a tough. I still don't know who I'm gonna pick. Like, I picked Arman, then I was picking Oliveira. Now I'm gonna go back to Oliveira. Like, fuck, it, I'm gonna go with Oliveira. Fuck, I was stroking. I'm gonna go with Oliveira. Whatever, like whatever happens, bro. Oliveira is gonna be dangerous, but Arman's gonna have to control him on the ground and just non-stop grapple, right? I don't know. I don't know about this one, but the odds are crazy, man. But give me Oliver. I think Oliver probably knocks him out or something. But Arman can also knock him out too, right? Like Arman has power too. If Arman gets a knockdown, he's probably gonna be able to grapple him. He's not gonna be scared like Poirier or Gaethje to go into his guard. I know people are comparing Arman to Islam Makhachev. They're not. And they have similar style, but like Islam Makhachev is like 5'11", 6 feet tall almost at lightweight. Shuriken's like only 5'7", 5'8", and Oliver's gonna be bigger than him. A lot of wear and tear on Oliver, though he's been through a lot of wars. This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. But give me Oliver. I think Oliver can make it happen. I'm kind of biased in this pick. Like I was trying not to be biased and pick Ironman here, but fuck, man, like this is definitely a tough one. I'm gonna go back to Oliver. I think Oliver gets it done. I was leaning towards Oliver for the last couple of months, and then I was like, after watching tape, I was like, fuck, Arman might be able to do something. But Arman, like even in that Gamera fight, it really didn't rock Gamera at all. And Gamera's like not that hard to like knock down, right? Did he have any knockdowns in that fight? I don't remember Arman had any knockdowns in that fight. Um, no, he actually had a knockdown in that Gamera fight. How many times? Yeah, Gamera gets knocked down all the time, though. He did have a knockdown in that fight, but he still lost the fight. I mean, I think he won the fight. He outstruck Gamera, to be fair, but Gamera took him down 6 times, and that was a really good fight. But I thought Sarukin should have won that matchup there. He should be on like a crazy win streak right now. Since losing to Makhachev, he should be on like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 win streak since beating Makhachev. To be honest, I don't know. This is a tough one, man. Really tough fight here to pick. Even though the odds are like 2-1 for Sarukin, but who knows, man? Who knows how this one's gonna go? I mean, like I said, Arman has really good footwork. Yeah, he does, but he leaves himself open on the feet sometimes. Like he'll like get kind of reckless at on times, but he's gonna wrestle. He's got really nice control. He'll control your wrist when he takes you down. Like his grappling is no joke either. But Oliveira has really nice sweeps. Like he's not really a guy you're gonna hold down and like control all that much on the ground, I guess. I mean, Joaquin Silva. I don't think Joaquin Silva has the best striking out there, and he was able to find a left hook on Sarukian, and Oliver has a way better striker than Joaquin Silva, right? Like, I mean, Benir Darius was able to control Oliver. Oliver kind of pulled guard in that matchup, so who knows what would happen if he didn't pull guard. So knocked him out with in the first round, right? So obviously the way Arman knocked him out was more impressive. He just slept him. So like, Oliver really had to go all in on the finish with the ground and pound and get Benir Darius out of there. Oliver kind of softened him up for for Arman Sarukian. And Sarukian was my lock of the week over Darius. It was like Monfon 80 when we locked him. I knew he was gonna knock him out too. This is a tough one, man. I'm just gonna go. I'm probably gonna go keep pick flipping on this one for the next week or so until we see this fight, because this fight is like really fucking dog or pass if you're betting. There's no way you're gonna bet Arman Sarukian at 2-1, right? Even though it could be on like a 9-5 win streak right now, because that Gamera loss was kind of bad. Gamera, I don't think Gamera did enough to win that matchup. He got outstruck and also got knocked down. Sarukian minus 225, Oliveira plus 190. That's a crazy fucking line, because I don't think anyone's cast as a dog more than Oliveira in UFC. Because Oliveira is like underdog every single fucking time out there. He was underdog to Ferguson. I think he was underdog to Darius. He was underdog to Gaethje, Poirier. Like I don't know if he was underdog to Gaethje. Maybe he might have been a favorite. Yeah, over 1.5. I think it goes over 1.5. I think it goes on a little bit later. But if Oliveira wins, it's probably gonna be early. This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. Tough fight to pick. Omnipolar said all Brazilian parlay, Figgy, Money, Oliveira, Alex, Jangley. Bro, if that hits, you're gonna be fucking rich, bro. Omnipolar. Hope that hits for your sake. Oliveira can drop Arman with the clinch. Yeah, he's got really nice clinch work. His knees up the middle, but I feel like Arman's gonna be mixing in takedown though. He really has nice fucking wrestling. His wrestling is no joke. He's got really nice wrestling. Arnie said Oliveira submission only sounds good. Honestly, I don't see him submitting Oliveira. I think it's gonna be a knockout. If Oliveira wins, like, which I think you can get it done, it's gonna be a knockout. Because I don't think he's gonna submit him. Because like Bernier, like Arman Sarukian is really like athletic, right? Like he's got some of the best scrambles out there. Like I don't see a submission. I mean, plus 800 for Oliveira knockout. I think Oliveira by finish only, but he's also been finished 8 times, right? So I don't know. This is a fucking tough one. This is why I'm so excited for this fight. I'm so fucking hyped for this fight, man. I mean, Oliveira has way more experience than him. I mean, knocked down Gaethje and submitted him, so I mean, Gaethje doesn't really get knocked down a lot, right? Like he's been knocked out before, standing TK'd by Poirier, and then he got rocked by standing TK'd by Alvarez. But Gaethje not really a guy you're gonna put down right with a punch. I think Oliveira hits harder than Sarukian. Also fought the better guys. They fought similar guys. I mean, they both fought Makachev and Armamentis. Makachev, he was only like 21 years old back then, so we got cut him some slack, right? That should be his only loss in the UFC overall, because I think he beat Gamera, to be honest. I think I'm with you, only polar. I always do a beer Brazilian parlay. Because Charles can get clipped on the feet too, though. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think Oliver has more one punch. Actually, I don't know. Oliver also got really good power, but Sarukin, when he knocked up Darius, but Darius is really chinny, right? Or Darius is really fucking chinny, though, to be fair. And he said Armin never been submitted. Yeah, Armin's not getting subbed in this one. And the submission for Oliver like plus 400. I see like a knockout from Oliver. If he wins, it's gonna be a knockout, catching him and hurting him on the feet, and then really putting it on him with the ground and pound. But if Sarukin gets rocked, he might just get get a takedown or something and try to survive. Maybe then Oliver locks in the submission. But this is a fucking tough fight, man. I was like picking Oliveira for the last couple of months, and I pick flip to Sarukin, then I'm going back to Oliveira. So this is a tough one. I want to see how they size up at the scales. I want to see the face sauce for this one. And he said, true, but if the fight doesn't end in submission, you keep your money. Yeah. So you're looking submission only? Yeah. What's the props in this one? I want to see what the props are on this one. If you're betting Sarukin, you could maybe do the Sarukin twin and over 1.5 because I don't think it's finishing him in the first round. It's gonna be later. I mean, it took him until the third round, like last minute until the third round to finish Joaquim Silva, right? And I don't think Joaquim Silva was as tough as Oliveira. Okay, where's the line for this one? So Oliveira, like the other, like plus 800 for Oliveira by knockout, plus 400 for submission. Sarukin plus 120. So people are really expecting Sarukin by knockout here. I mean, he does have some nice ground and pound. I'll tell you guys that right now. Like, our Sarukin is no joke. If he gets on top of you, he's gonna ground and pound you. He's fucking nasty with that hammer fist, like vicious on top. Sarukin by, I mean, finish only for Oliveira plus 165. I could see Sarukin winning a decision if it goes longer, because Oliveira can survive. Right? He's not really like a quitter out there. This dude doesn't quit out there. Decision only for Sarukin minus 250. Actually, played decision only for Darius last time when he fought Darius, because Darius is like 9-0 in decisions, right? Like when fights are going long, Darius does really good decision. He's really good at winning decisions. I picked Darius, but Oliveira got the job done there. But I actually bet Darius minus 200 by decision only. I mean, this is a tough one, man. I mean, you can't. There's no way you guys are gonna be betting Sarukin at 2-1, right? I know there's a lot of people betting Sarukin at 2-1 here. Oliver actually opened up as a favorite on DraftKings, so all the money is on Sarukin in this fight. Over 1.5 minus 130. 5 starts round 2. I like the 5 starts round 2 minus 200, but that's kind of wide. I could see like a second on the finish here. I think it starts round 2. 5 starts round 2 though. Not bad, but definitely risky. This is a tough fight though. Either way, this is a tough fight. I'm gonna go through Oliver by knock. I know, but who knows, man? Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen? All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. We got Justin the Highlight Gaethje taking on Max the Blessed Holloway. Holy shit! This card is so stacked from top to bottom. Um, we got Cedar Man in the house. What's good? He said, "What do you do, bro? What's going on with you, brother? Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Late night stream at 1:30 a.m. in the morning. Let's go. I should have been live earlier, but it's what it is." And McClure said, I don't see Armin getting subbed unless it's a club and sub. Yeah, that's the only way he's gonna get subbed if he gets kind of desperate for the takedown when he gets rocked on the feet. And Oliver has one of the nastiest clinch games out there. Like his clinch striking is really really phenomenal. His knees up the middle, like the pace this guy can put on you, like is crazy too. But he'll leave himself open to get clipped by Armin for sure. I think Armin will sleep before he taps. Yeah, Armin's not gonna tap the submission. Let's go. 4-ton coming up later. Tight said a good parlay. Really, Bow inside the distance. Lopez over on Holy fight. I got really on two parlays myself. I'm playing the inside the distance in a parlay for really 2 plus 110. So they're just taking fights and go the distance in that one. I mean, why play Bow inside the distance? You might as well take under 2.5 rounds, right? Under 2.5 rounds for Bow Nickel is like minus 650. The Bow yeah, minus 260 for under 2.5 rounds in the Bow fight. And Bow and Nickel by inside distance minus 750. So why would you play? Like, I don't get it. But I guess maybe you wanna cover the last 2.5 minutes. You might as well take the under 2.5 rounds just to be safe, right? And you're getting better value on the under 2.5 than Bow Nickel by inside the distance, which is minus 750. That's my opinion, bro. Personally, usually because 300 301 is going to feel so underwhelming after 300. Now we're gonna be back in Dana's fucking dungeon after 2 weeks. So after you do the 300, we're gonna be back in Dana dungeon. I think we're gonna be back in Dana dungeon for some fights. So UFC 301 is gonna be phenomenal too. There's some good fights in UFC 301. But Pentosa and Ursay main event is I'm not like crazy excited for that main event. I haven't even said I'm probably gonna watch it. Yeah. Because Joakim Silva versus Jakar Close is on the card. Do you think Jakar Close will beat him? Yeah, Jakar Close is gonna beat him. Jakar Close is gonna take him down. He's also gonna beat him on the feed. I think Jakar Close is gonna win. But like the only bet that I like on that card is that on the same card? Is that Brito? Brito's fighting against 301, right? I like Brito. I think Brito's maybe he's fighting on the Vegas card. I don't know. But Brito minus 125 over Jack Shore. I think that's where you should be hammering. That's what you should be betting that instead of Jakar Close. I think I said at least 301 has Aldo. Yeah, Aldo is back with Martinez, but that's a tough matchup though, because Aldo is the one that invented the leg kicks, right? And then Martinez is known for those leg kicks now, so it's gonna be a battle of leg kicks. But Jose Aldo hasn't been throwing a lot of leg kicks anymore. I already said I'm biased and can't help it. It's all good, bro. We're all biased sometimes when I'm picking fights. Jakar beats Silva. Yeah, Jakar is gonna beat Silva for sure, but Silva does have fucking power. The guy's on all the juice out there. Silva didn't even do that good versus Guida. Yeah, I actually live bet Silva minus 130, and I was like, I think it was like minus 300 before the fight, and then Guida was taking him down and was looking pretty good in that fight. And I actually live bet Silva, Joaquin Silva after the second. I think it was like late second on, because I was like he's gonna just edge it out by the damage, landing more damage. But it was a 28-28. Cedarman said, "What's up with the PFL, bro? We'll go over some PFL fights. I haven't done tape study yet, so I can't really give you picks right now. But we'll go over some PFL fights. I mean, I'll be live for PFL this Friday, right? So make sure you guys come hang out with me for Friday fights. We had a fun stream last time on PFL, and we cast some underdogs on that PFL card. We cast James. What was the name? The James dude fucking knocked down Marcelo Gomes. I mean, he's a plus 140 underdog, plus 150 underdog. There's like a couple underdog that I cast on the card. I said, I don't have the odds on the props yet. I think bro gets the finish, but Bo by finish is minus 750, bro. Like it's not pretty. I'll tell you that right now. Like DraftKings they already dropped the props early because they know a lot of money is gonna come in on this fight. Bo nickel by inside the distance is actually like not anything pretty. minus 750 for inside the distance. For you might as well take under 2.5 rounds. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 650. Like I like that. I got the under 2.5 in a parlay. I don't want to bet Bo Nickel at minus 750 inside the distance because I don't think this fight's gonna go past the first round. Yeah, I like the over under 2.5 under. I think it goes under 1.5 round too, but I got both of those in a parlay. Yeah. Where were we? So Gaethje, I mean Gaethje's a phenomenal like striker. Has 20 knockout wins in these like overall. Like this guy is really fun to watch. Must watch TV overall, and he's been looking phenomenal his last two fights. He's an underdog over Fiziev. And I think I think I picked him to win over Fiziev. I can't remember if I did, but I think I was leaning towards like Gaethje because I was like Fiziev is not as tested yet, so it was a close fight though. But Gaethje was he can't. I mean, he lost the first round, then won the second and third over Fiziev, but then he came in. I actually picked Dustin Poirier to beat him, and just he had kicked Dustin Poirier into the stratosphere. That was sad to see my boy Dustin Poirier just get fucking sent to the shadow realm. But I'm glad Dustin Poirier's back now. Michael Chandler fight was really close though. That was a war. That was a fight of the night. That was an absolute war. And Michael Chandler hurt him. He had him on fucking Crip Street early. Chandler has a lot of power to be fair, and I think McGeady should have finished Chandler though. Like just couldn't finish him though. He actually dropped him in the third round. Couldn't really finish him. Couldn't really capitalize. The only last two losses are to Nurmagomedov and Habib. No, I mean Habib Nurmagomedov and Charles Oliveira. And then obviously lost to Dustin Poirier, Eddie Alvarez. So honestly, it's only to the knockouts. Only 19-2 to the knockouts overall. I'm gonna go with Holloway here, man. I think Holloway can pull it off. I really do think he can pull it off here. I'm like low to medium confident in Holloway here. I feel like the longer this goes, I think he can put the pace on him, put the pressure on him. He's he's had time to put on size already for this fight. It's not like he's coming in on 6 weeks notice like he did against Poirier in that fight. He was having trouble with Volkanovski's speed in the last fight. I think Volkanovski is more technical than Gaethje in my opinion. I know most people are probably not gonna agree there, but if we do a poll for this one, let me see if we did a poll for this one. I mean, 77% going with Oliver. Let's do a poll for this one too. So let's see what you guys are thinking here. Oliver, Gaethje. Now the only thing that scares me about this fight is the power difference. Like we don't know, like is Holloway is he gonna have more power putting on the weight in this matchup? I mean, that could be the case in this fight, but yeah, this is gonna be fucking. I don't think Gaethje's gonna knock him out. I got the over 1.5, over 2.5 in a parlay. I think it goes over. I think we could see a late finish from Max Holloway too, because when Gaethje's been, I mean, he does kind of crumble under pressure. Tony Ferguson landed a nice uppercut on him too, and I don't think Tony Ferguson's as technical as Holloway. Tony Ferguson not really been known for knockouts, right? He's never really had crazy power. He almost knocked him down, but there was not enough time left in that round, in the second round. I think it was second round when Tony Ferguson knocked him down to his knees with an uppercut. Yeah, this is gonna be a tricky fight, man. Holloway, I like Holloway's grappling here. Maybe you can take him down, but I don't think he's gonna be able to hold him down. The only way I see Holloway getting a submission win is if he hurts him on the feet and looks for a ninja choke or like a guillotine choke or a tower choke. If anyone's gonna get a submission, it's gonna be Holloway in this matchup. Holloway has 84% takedown defense, so Gaethje doesn't really shoot takedowns though. I don't think he's gonna shoot takedown. And Gaethje, I think, is kind of sleeping on Holloway here. I think he's just like looking at this fight as a tune-up fight. I watched his interviews and he's just like kind of taking it. He's like, oh, I don't want to hurt Max Holloway. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like this, I don't really think he's taking Holloway serious here, man. I think he's kind of just like thinking of this is gonna be a walk in the park for Gaethje. And like significant strikes, they both throw like similar volume, but Holloway is actually not getting landed on as much as Gaethje here. So the only way I see Gaethje winning, like I would say the only way, like obviously he's got a ton of power, and maybe because he's something crazy here, but I think Holloway can pull it off. But he's gonna have to do the same thing that Poirier was doing, throw more, throw enough volume, just as much volume that Holloway is gonna throw, and also throw more power punches. So and clip Max Holloway because to be fair, Jambi was catching him with some hooks, right? And Jambi, that was his retirement fight. So Jambi was having success when he was pressing forward, landing Jambi is kind of unorthodox, so like I don't think Gaethje strikes like Jambi. Even though Gaethje's a much better striker than Jambi, but Jambi's like very like you don't really know what he's gonna throw at you next. So also like Jambi has like better grappling, I feel like, than better jiu-jitsu and grappling than Gaethje. But that was a retirement fight. Give me Holloway. I think Holloway can pull it off by late TKO maybe. Like I'm gonna say decision though, because I do respect Gaethje's toughness. He's tough. He's not gonna quit. I could see like a late TKO though. I sprinkled Holloway by KO or submission plus 750. Honestly, don't hate the sprinkle on late TKO, late round props here for Holloway. Holloway by knockout plus 900. Holloway inside the distance. I know he's normally not really a finisher. Like he probably was gonna go the distance with John B, but John B just fucking just left himself wide open. Okay, so inside the distance for Holloway plus 750. Damn, Justin Gaethje by knockout is plus 130. Justin Gaethje by decision is plus 240. I think it's gonna go the distance either way. If Gaethje wins, it's gonna go the distance. I feel like if Holloway wins, it could see a late finish here. This is kind of crazy because the power I think definitely favors Gaethje though. But I could see the pace when Holloway was pressing Poirier backwards. He was landing a ton of volume and just Poirier was having a tough time like on the back foot. We're gonna find out if the size helps Max Holloway because not really used to carrying that weight, right? But let's see. I just hope and pray Justin's doesn't take. He's not gonna take a chin. I don't think he's gonna take a chin. He might clip him a couple of times, but I think Holloway's gonna survive the first couple of rounds, and then he's gonna put it on him. I think. He said he arguably lost to physique fight. It was a razor close second on. It was a close second on, but I think Gaethje edged it out later. But you're right, though, it was a close fight. Like I said, I'm gonna go with the props for the bullfight. I mean, probably not bad, right? But I like the under 2.5 personally. Not at those odds though. Yeah, I mean, you might as well take KO for Bo Nickel, like plus 130 or like round one maybe, but that's definitely risky though. See that man said Max. Yeah, Max. I think he can get it done, bro. That would be depressing to see. I don't think he's gonna knock him out. Really hope he doesn't knock him out, bro. I don't think he's knocking him out, bro. Max Holloway has a fucking crimson chin on him. He's got one of the best chins next to Marvin Vettori. They said, look at these guys. Justin knocked out mostly older chinny guys. Yeah, that is true though. Like he's knocked out like Ferguson, like who's been knocked out after that. He got knocked out by Chandler too later. Like knocked out Donald Cerrone, knocked out Barboza. Barboza's that he just caught him with a right hook when Barboza was moving backwards. But I mean, win over like Barboza's not looking bad, but Barboza like was he fighting? I think he was fighting at 155 back then, right? That was at 155. I'm glad he moved on to 145 because Barboza looks much better at 155. But yeah, I mean, obviously Gaethje's been looking phenomenal lately, but we're gonna find out, bro. It's gonna be a fucking great matchup. This one. There's gonna be either these picks are gonna age horribly, or it's gonna age pretty well for us. But we're gonna roll with Holloway here. The Blessed Express is gonna get it done, and he's gonna fight Makhachev for the title. Honestly, I don't want to see that Makhachev fight. I think Makhachev beats him though. Like I don't doubt Makhachev. I think Makhachev just takes him down and beats him up. But that would be a fucking good matchup though. Remember when he's supposed to fight Habib? That would have been a crazy matchup. Habib would have just beat him up though. Nate Brown said, Manning said blast Holloway for the win. Yeah, let's go Holloway. But I like Gaethje too, man. I'm a fan of Gaethje too. I like watching Gaethje fight too. Nate Brown said he just doesn't have the boxing of Poirier, and John B got knocked down, then knocked out cold. So I don't know. Yeah, that is true. I think Holloway's gonna survive the first round, then he's gonna like put it on him later. Because Gaethje does kind of slow down later, and he's only been fighting 3-round fights lately, right? He fought 5-round fight against Oliveira and got finished in the first round, and then got finished by he won the first round over Habib though, but Habib is not really the technical striker that Holloway is. Best is blessed, yeah, exactly, bro. Look at this fucking girl, bro. Max Holloway is blessed. He's a blessed man. I said Bo round one is minus 180. I like that for a small parlay, but that's right. Yo, I'm not touching that minus 180 for round one. I'm taking under one now just to cover both bases because imagine Cody does something crazy. But minus 190 is kind of crazy for round one. You might as well take the under 1.5 on -270 than the under first round finish because it could go over. And Cody's dangerous early. If he clips him, get some respect back from Bo Nickel, maybe he goes into the later rounds. But I think it'll end in the first round though. Ernie, we said Max needs to worry about leg kicks. I mean, what I will say about the leg kicks, like Gaethje not really hasn't been throwing a lot of leg kicks lately. Like he's like been boxing more. He's not been going back to the leg kicks all that much recently. And McLeod said, yeah, I think Gaethje will start with the leg kicks early. Max has to address those leg kicks. He has been addressing some leg kicks now recently after that fight with the Volkanovski. But your chin has to go at some point. I just don't think this is gonna be the time, man. I could be dead wrong, but I just don't think it's gonna be the time. Abraham said, has Justin never knocked out a guy who hasn't been knocked out? I mean, has he? Like, let's look into it. Like, has he? Like, I mean, Poirier was knocked out before. He's been knocked out a couple of times. Poirier's been knocked out like 3 times now. So impressive though. Head kick was nasty though, but he was getting pieced up on the feet by Poirier before that. Couldn't knock out Michael Chandler though, but he was close. Like he hurt him a couple of times. Barboza, was he knocked out? He's been knocked out a couple of times. But was he the first one to knock him out? It might have been the first one. Knock him out. But let's see. Was he? Okay, yeah, he was knocked out before. Never mind. James Wick. James Wick was also knocked out. Like, yeah, that is true though. You're right. You're right. Michael Johnson's also chinny. He's been chinny for a majority of his career. I don't think Gaethje's knocking him out, man. I mean, I think the overs are over 2.5 is solid. I think it goes over 2.5, and Holloway like gets it done by later, winning enough rounds or like winning a late finish here. Or we Poirier and Makhachev better fight than Gaethje and Islam. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Poirier is gonna be. I think Makhachev. I'm picking Makhachev to beat Poirier, but Poirier can definitely fucking sleep him, right? We've seen Makhachev get slept, but that was back when he's young. But yeah, so who knows, man? Who the fuck knows? Ernie said, I don't think there are too many people at the top level do you see who haven't been knocked out, especially in the lightweight. There's a couple of guys I think, but yeah, at 155, like the power is crazy at 155. Max Holloway has been fighting in the UFC for how many years now? This dude's had so many fights in the UFC. He's got some of the most fights. He's got like 20. He's got over 28 fights in the UFC. He's never been knocked out. I mean, that is a lot of fights, bro. It's not like he's been fighting bums, right? He's been fighting top guys. The only guy to finish him was Justin Poirier. That was his UFC debut. And Justin Poirier got a triangle armbar. Went to Justin Connor back then. Like, yeah, that's a lot of fights, bro. I mean, obviously he's taken some damage over the years, but so has Gaethje too. Gaethje's 8-4 in the UFC, but he's top. He's been fighting top guys too. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Holloway. I think Holloway gets it done. I'm gonna go with the Holloway by like a late TKO, maybe a late TKO, maybe decision or a late finish. That's gonna be my pick, but I'm sure you guys probably not agreeing. Most of you guys in the chat, most of you were picking. Wow, you guys are picking Holloway here. I'm kind of shocked. I thought you guys would be picking Gaethje here, but I'm probably like kind of biased. I'm not. I wouldn't really say biased because I really think Holloway can get this done. I mean, I like Gaethje too. I'm a fan of Gaethje. I like who doesn't like watching Gaethje fight, right? But let's go to the next one. Next matchup is gonna be Zhang Weili taking on Yan Xiaonan. I mean, this is a fucking phenomenal fight, man. I love watching Weili fights. I think she's the most entertaining women's MMA fighter to watch on the roster overall. Doesn't matter which weight class. Like, I think Weili, she puts on weights. She beats Alexa Grasso. I think she beats Pennington. I think she could be triple champion. She wanted to, even though she's not. She's only like 5'4". I think she could beat all these girls up a weight class. It might sound crazy saying that, but I really think she's got the skill set to beat all these other girls at flyweight, also bantamweight. I think she could fucking beat the shit out of Pennington. Weili versus Yan Xiaonan. I'm pretty confident Weili here, man. I think Weili's gonna fucking dominate this fight. I actually bet spread on Wheelie, had her in parlays. Also bet under 4.5 rounds in that Limos fight. That fight should have been stopped. I mean, that fight should have been stopped so many times, and I don't know why the referee just didn't want to stop the fight for some reason. Who's the referee for that one? We gotta find out who the referee for this fight is. But I gotta play on Wheelie inside the distance here. I did see gets finish on the ground. Actually, the biggest prop submission bet that I've cast on a fighter, it was on Vili over Carla Esparza because I knew Carla was gonna wrestle her and she's gonna run into a submission, and that was like a plus 800 for Vili by submission over Carla Esparza, which is kind of crazy, nuts thinking because a lot of people were big betting knockout on that fight. I remember I was one of the few people that bet fucking hammer the only bet a single unit. I should have bet more, but it made me 7 units back on that card, which is probably one of the best prop bets I've ever made in my life. Like I gave that prop bet on an MMA expert stream. I told everyone to bet the submission, which was plus 800, and she eventually got the submission. It was a crucifix three naked choke in the second on. That was beautiful to watch overall too. Yeah, who's the referee? Kevin McDonald was the fucking referee for that fight on the Limos fight. I mean, so that fight should have been stopped so many times, and I was disappointed that they didn't stop the fight because I had unders in a couple of parlay, but still made money because the spread on Bailey cast and parlays cast. So I was happy either way, but wish they stopped the fight there. You Silas said, "Do you think Jang beats Manon?" That's a tough matchup, man. Yeah, that's a tough one because Manon has fucking pretty solid takedown defense, right? But Manon is way bigger. Like she's like fucking 5'8". Like, that's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. I want to say Bailey beats her, but I think Bailey can take her down. Maybe like on the feet, I think Manon can beat her on the feet. In the striking though, that's probably the only toughest matchup out of flyweight for Bailey, in my opinion. But Tatiana Suarez probably can out-grapple her upper weight class though. Well, I think she beats the Grasso. I think Bailey versus Grasso should have been the matchup that we've seen here. That would have been a phenomenal fight, right? Super fight. That would have been a phenomenal fight. Bailey has been training for yo, she's a menace, bro. Bailey's like one of the fighters that she trains all day, every day. Like this girl, she's like really committed to the game. Like she's got all of China behind her. This is China versus China. We gotta get fucking Izzy handing out the belt for this one. That'd be fucking memes if Izzy was the one wrapping up the belt on the champion here. That'd be fucking funny. Yeah, it's a tough Manon fight would be tough for her though, but I could see her landing more damage on the feet maybe like, but that's a tough fight because Manon is a phenomenal striker. And instead, I don't have a confidence pick. I like them both. I just don't think there's any dependable skill gap top of the lightweight. Just a bunch of killers. Yeah. I mean, the Makachev was like should be fighting at 170. To be fair, Makachev was pretty fucking big for the weight class. Habib was pretty big too. Habib should have been fighting at 172. These guys cut a ton of weight to make that 155 limit. Nate Brown said 21-7 in the UFC, 32 years old to 8-4 in the UFC, 34 years old, and all losses are finished. So it seems like a system play at that point. Yeah, that's what I like his toughness, bro. Max Holloway, he's gonna go out there and fight for money. I mean, every time he's plus money, like you gotta fucking hammer, right? Thank God he didn't submit John B because I had 2.5 units on knockout plus minus 150. It wasn't plus money. I wish it was plus money over John B by knockout. But he was like a minus 800 favorite. I didn't parlay him over John B, but I played the knockout there. And thank God that fucking John B didn't tap out the submission because that ninja choke was locked in fully. And John B just fucking so tough, man. Yeah, I think Max Holloway is gonna win. C-Man said I might sound crazy, but Jan on this one. I mean, I respect if you're in the dog on this one, but I'm pretty confident Bailey here. I know she got head kicked into the stratosphere by Rose, but that was a perfect head kick. You can't really do much about that one. I just don't think Bailey's gonna walk into range the way fucking Andros was walking into range. Right? Bailey's a phenomenal striker, phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal grappler. She might get a submission here. I could see her locking in the submission because John Shannon, like she is tough, even though she got TKO'd via crucifix position from Carlos Esparza. It's not the best though. Carlos not really a finisher. She's a decent wrestler, but not really a finisher. I'm gonna pick Bailey here by submission, man. I think she can get another submission here because these girls are tough. I think she's gonna try to lock in a submission here. Maybe ground and pound. I could also see her knocking out Yan Shannon on the feet. Like I think Wheatley's gonna get it done here. Obviously, she's the better parlay piece than Kayla Harrison, in my opinion. Andy Brownson, too many fights to bet. Women's in favorites. Some rules apply for this unless you're taking a prop. Yeah, inside the distance, so I think Wheatley's gonna get a finish here, but John Shannon can definitely hang in there. Cliff's the main event to end in KO is my favorite play on the card. Is that plus money? That's plus money. That's a phenomenal. I think that's gonna end in KO for sure. And Cliff said I see both of them with the ability to kill each other. Yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. So you think the jab might be a problem for Whaley. Joanna was able to land a consistent 1-2s. Shannon has some nice kicking game. Like she'll throw some kicks and stuff, but I think Joanna's a better striker than John Shannon. But I don't see John Shannon knocking her Whaley. I just don't see it. Like unless he catches her like up with a perfect head kick, because like Wheatley's tough. She's really tough, and she's got that fucking dog in her. And that fight was phenomenal. That was I think that was the best fight ever in women's MMA. Maybe other than Arena Aldana and Carol Hossa. That was a good fight too. Carol Hossa and Arena Aldana. Any round 7 class are really done. Max Line gets any better. I think there's gonna be a lot of money on Max. Like not a. I mean, he actually opened up at plus 250, so his money line's down to half now. Plus 150 now. It actually opened up at plus 250, I think, earlier in the week, early couple months back. Sprinkle low on the side. I mean, not bad. I mean, I don't hate you guys if you guys like. I don't hate it if you guys are playing some money on the dog here. Ernie said this fight is plus 100 to not go the distance, which isn't bad. Yeah, it's minus 120 on DraftKings. I think minus 125 or something. Let me see. If you're getting plus money on the fight doesn't go the distance is pretty good. I played the inside the distance plus 110. I think for yeah. Let me see, plus 110 for Wheatley by inside the distance. I should have just played the fight doesn't go the distance instead. But yeah, fight doesn't go the distance. Minus 125 on DraftKings, but I'm sure you can find some plus money out there. Eh? Inside the distance for Wheatley, plus 110. You might as well take inside the distance if you're going to take the KO, because the KO is plus 140. You might as well take it inside the distance because he can also get a submission. I'm gonna sprinkle Whaley by submission, maybe like a quarter unit or something just for fun, because so you can also get a submission. So he's got a phenomenal submission game. Yeah. So Whaley's gonna be my pick. I think Whaley gets it done. But it's a fight game, so anything can happen in the fight game. You can never be too sure in the fight game, bro. These people are fighting with 4-ounce gloves. Like it's not like boxing where you like boxing. You gotta really, you're like the better technical fighter wins like 80-90% of the time. And in MMA, like it only takes one big shot, perfect right hook or head kick or something. Round 7, yeah, really done Max Line. Yeah, I don't think Max Line's gonna get any better because it was like plus 180 and now it's down to plus 150. So Ernie said, I think this fight doesn't go the distance. So I think Wheatley's gonna get the takedowns. Her ground and pound is pretty nasty. She beat the shit out of Limos on the ground. Even though like Yan Shannon trains out of Team Alpha Male, like her striking is not that horrendous. I mean, her grappling is not that horrible, but getting crucifixed by Carlos Barzo is not the best luck. But that was 3 years ago, so you gotta give her a break, I guess. But still, I'm gonna go with Whaley by inside the distance here. I think she gets it done by I don't know, submission or knockout. It could be either. I think Whaley gets it done by inside the distance. We got Alex Town Pura versus Jamal Hill. This is another fight I've been going back and forth on, man. This is like the layoff scares me for Jamal Hill. You guys are picking 82% picking Whaley in the chat. But let's see what happens. Okay, for Alex Pereira versus a Hill. I was picking Hill, man, and he might catch him and just knock him out cold, right? But I don't know. I'm not too confident in this one. I've been thinking about pick flipping on this one. I might pick flip later in the week, and I mean, Portown's been fighting. He's fought the much better competition overall. Like, if you look through his record, like, I know he got slept by Izzy, but he just kind of left himself wide open. So if he leaves himself wide open, he's gonna get knocked out in this fight. Either way, this fight is not going the distance at all. Like, I think these guys are way too powerful, way too good on the feet that they're gonna knock each other. Someone's gonna go to sleep here. I mean, yeah, knocking out a former champion Prajka. winning a close fight. Blachowicz a tough dude, has a chin on him. Knocking out Adesanya, first guy to knock out Adesanya in the UFC. Knocking out Strickland, who doesn't really get knocked out a ton of times. He's been subbed in third round, but that was like his first couple fights. Yeah, I think that was like one of his first MMA fights, and back in 2015. That guy that has a submission win over is probably he's probably gonna get a lot of hype. Hopefully, we see him. He's supposed to be fighting. He's supposed to fight Abdul, the Lazy King, I guess, right? This guy that has a win over submission win over Pereira. But yeah, I mean, like, bro, this fight's gonna be crazy. 6-1 in the UFC for Alex Pereira. This is a tough one, man. I'm leaning towards Jamal Hill, but I might pick flip on this one. I don't know. I still don't know who I'm gonna pick on this one. This one's a tough one. I said I like KO more than submission, but if it's getting late in the fight, I see he wants to finish. He will wrestle for submission maybe. I think he's gonna strike on the feet for a bit, then maybe mix in a takedown later. And he said, I haven't checked this morning lines, so lines are already moving a lot. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of money on this card, I think, overall, because this is the best card by a mile in recent history. And he said, definitely expect lines to move quickly for this card. It's a massive event, massive amount of money. Yeah, exactly. They're doing a lot of promo videos for this card too. I see promos like everywhere, bro. YouTube, I mean, fucking everywhere you go on the internet. I already got the fucking pay-per-view, so I'm just chilling back now. I can't wait to do a fight companion for it. It's gonna be so late. I'll be live for the press conference too, maybe if I'm home. What time is the press conference at? I gotta check what time the press conference is at. Let's see. Press conference for this card. The prelim is gonna be starting at like 6 p.m. So we're gonna be there till like 2 a.m. in the morning, I think, because we got 13 fights on this card. We're probably gonna see a lot of finishes, so we might be done by like 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll be there till 1 o'clock though. Normally, like we're gonna be there till like 7 hours at least. Press conference is gonna be starting at 5 p.m. So I'll probably be home by then on Thursday, right? Yeah, it's gonna be Thursday, so I'll probably be home by then. And we also got some fights coming up on Friday too, PFO and stuff. So we'll go over some PFO picks after we're done with talking about this main man. But let's go back to the main man. So Alex Porton, per a phenomenal striker, double champion in Glory, double champion in UFC now. He is winning that fight over Adesanya before he got kind of reckless and left himself wide open for a hook up top. Got folded in half, but he's been rocked a couple of times. I mean, he rocked him in the first fight too? So there's a button out. There's a button there that you can definitely hit and hurt him bad. I mean, so Jamal Hill, he's coming off injury. I know you guys probably heard about that. You guys probably already know that injury that he's dealing with. This is a tough one, man. I mean, who's gonna just flip a coin? Let's flip a coin. So I'm gonna flip this one. My fucking camera. Let's flip a coin. So let's do Jamal Hill this side, and then we'll do Pereira for this one right here. Let's do that. Flip a coin. This is a fucking coin flip fight. Let's do it. Okay, fucking hell. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I fucking fell. Okay, let's do it. So Jamal Hill for this side, and then we'll do fucking Hill for this one, because I don't know who's gonna win this matchup, bro. Okay, this fucking Jamal Hill, I guess. Oh man, holy shit. I'm gonna rock with Jamal Hill, but it's not a confidence pick at all. Like, I'm not really feeling good about it. I mean, so I think Alex wants to take his head off over Glover. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is a completely this is a tough one. Main said, how is this choice tough? I mean, it's tough though, cause like Hill is he's not a bad boxer. He's a pretty decent boxer too. I'm still not sure, man. I mean, fucking hell. Actually, I was leaning towards Jamal Hill, but 2 years off, not 2 years off, like almost over a year off is kind of concerning. He hasn't been fighting the best competition though. To be like, obviously, fought a former champion Glover Teixeira, like who really didn't have much to offer on the feet. Johnny Walker, like knockout over Walker is like just not really the best. Like obviously, good knockout win, right? That was a phenomenal knockout there, but who is not knocking out Johnny Walker at this point? And then knocking out Jimmy Cruz. I think Jimmy Cruz retired, so all of his wins are really not that solid. I think, all right, fuck it. We're gonna go with Proatan Pereira. We're gonna change the pick flip right now. We're gonna go with Pereira because I'm worried about a chin though, because we've seen him get rocked so many times. So I'm worried about Pereira chin here, but fuck it, we're gonna go with Pereira because he's been fighting consistently. He's 36 years old now, so he's kind of getting up there in age. Um, but I think he's I think he's gonna be ready for this fight. And he wasn't looking terrible in the Project fight before he found the left hook. Jamal will kind of get reckless at times and leave himself wide open. So fuck it, we're gonna go with Pereira, man. Fuck it, Poatan for the win. Let's get some Poatan emojis in the chat, man. I don't know. This could go either way. Like I'm definitely not betting on this one. I actually bet Jamal Hill early, then I fucking just ended up cashing out. So I bet him in like a month back. So I just like fuck it. So I don't feel too good about it because he said he doesn't want to wrestle. I was expecting Hill to wrestle here. He said he doesn't want to wrestle. He wants to knock him out on the feet, and those leg kicks are gonna be doing a ton of damage because Hill's like either way, man. It's gonna be a phenomenal fight. I can't wait for it. Um, Ty said, I like Poatan here. Hill's off a long layoff, and last fight was over 40-year-old Glover Teixeira with minimal hands. He did kind of dominate the fight, to be fair. It's not like he got pieced up on the feet, but Glover was landing some nice hooks right on the feet too. He was catching him on the way in, so if Poatan catches him on the way in, he's gonna knock him out. I feel like, but Hill's chin is pretty solid, so it's not gonna be easy to knock this guy out cold. We haven't seen Hill get rocked before, like we haven't seen him we haven't seen him Crip Street before, so who knows? Ali instead of toss the coin all day in the end, Poatan by KO. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up to Poatan just because activity, but I'm not as confident as you are, Lane. I don't really have a lot of confidence in this one because Hale's actually kind of underrated. I feel like just the Achilles injury and the layoff, and he didn't have enough time to prepare. Like they just put this fight on short notice. Like Pearl's been out there, he's been on training camps lately, so let's see what happens. So this will be a phenomenal fight. Lane said he shouldn't be feel good about that. Because Hill does have a path to win, though. If he grapples, he's gonna take him down because we have seen Poatan get taken down before by what's his name Blachowicz, but Blachowicz is a better grappler than Hill, though. To be fair, but if Hill gets on top of him, he's gonna knock him out with ground and pound. Like I don't doubt that because he does have some nice ground and pound. If he gets on top, he's got some heavy hands, so. Either way, man, it's gonna be a great matchup. Nepsis said, I just don't see many contenders that are as dangerous enough to beat Poatan. Only Magomed. I can see winning a Rockets rising up. I think he would fucking knock out Rockets in the first round. I don't think Rockets beats Pereira, to be honest. I think Magomed probably has a solid chance though, and Hill has a solid chance too. I think. Marshall, U MMA said, Alex Chin can't handle Hill's power. It's simple. Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out, man. I guess we're gonna find out if this is just pick flip ages badly or if it ages well for him. But I was thinking about pick flipping like the last couple of days now. It's a good job pick him and pick flip. I mean, I'm not as confident though because this is I think under 3.5 rounds, under 4.5 rounds is a good parlay piece. So I don't think this one's gonna go into the later rounds. I mean, Cliff said Alex leaves his head on the center line when he's throwing leg kicks. He does, yeah. He just like keeps his hands are way too low sometimes. He doesn't bring his hands up sometimes, which is concerning because but at 205, I think his chin is better at 205. I think we haven't seen him get rocked as badly as he was getting rocked at 185, right? Because he was cutting like 30, 40 pounds up to make 185 limit. I mean, not 135. There's no way this guy can make. He probably needs to fucking cut off his entire body and leave his arm open to make 135. But 185, yeah, 185. Like this is like he's cutting a ton of weight to make 185, and like his durability has been solid, right? Because Blachowicz was catching him with some solid hooks too. when he was blitzing in with some hooks. So and he wasn't really getting rocked like crazy yet, like he was getting a 185. But there's obviously there's a switch there, right? We've seen him get knocked out cold, so it could definitely happen too. But I'm gonna go to Poatan by like a late, maybe like a fourth round, maybe like a third round TKO. I could see the leg damage piling up, and then maybe like a late finish here, TKO. But he could also win decision too, because Hill's fucking tough. He's got a chin on him. But when his Hill gets cracked on the feet, I mean, he'll like kind of get his ego. He'll let his ego get in the way. He'll be like, "Oh, you didn't rock me." He starts going like this, like shaking his head. Yeah, yeah, Hill's ego like might get him knocked out. Yeah, it's like I seen him. I watched like when I was running tape on him. I was seeing that, bro. Anytime someone catches him on the chin, like Walker was catching with some hooks too. Like let's not forget that Walker was landing some nice hooks on Poatan. He was like, "Nah, you didn't hurt me. That didn't affect me at all." And Walker's not even near the level of striker that Alex is. And also the activity, like a year and 12 months, 13 months off. And he said he'll been salty about that shit for 6 months. And he said, I don't think will grapple. Yeah, he said he's not gonna grapple, and I think he's got too much of an ego to grapple in this matchup. And let's look at some numbers, man. I mean, Hill's landing more output, but he's been fighting not the best. Like obviously, he's been fighting older guys. Like Glover is like not really a good striker. He's got good hands on him, like, but his striking is not that versatile. And he's like 40 fucking 3 years old now. So, but yeah, Grover was having success with some left hooks when he was catching some left hooks, but Glover doesn't really have one punch KO power. 54% striking accuracy for Hill, 62% for Pereira. We got like Pereira has been fighting the better competition in UFC, so you gotta consider that too. Striking defense, 50% for damn. Pereira actually has better striking defense. Damn. Grappling, obviously, like Hills, they both have solid takedown defense. Like, but Blowich when he was taking him down, when he wasn't gassed out, he was taking him down, controlling him on the ground. But Pereira, like he was fighting hands, and you want to see that, right? You want to see these guys fight hands when they get taken down. That's the same thing Almeida was doing, right? Almeida when he got taken down last week over Budka, he was fighting hands. He wasn't really like these guys, these kickboxers, they know how to work their way back up to their feet. I think Pereira probably likely gets it done here, so for the win by knockout, but I'm not that confident because this is a crazy fight. Both these guys have crazy knockout power. They can both rock each other. But let's just say Alex has the storyline, plot, armor, yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. So those are gonna be the picks, guys, for UFC 300. Now let's look at the PFL card. We got PFL card coming up this week. We'll take a quick look at the PFL card. We got Impact Sangane coming in against Alec Polizzi. Let me pull up some odds on this fight, but I haven't done tape study yet, so I got to do some tape study for this card. But Impaz coming in at minus 600 for this card for this fight. I mean, so Impaz I think is still a solid parlay piece. I think he knocks him out. I think he knocks out Alex Polizzi. Man, Alex Polizzi is not that good. He got knocked out by Romero like 2 years ago. If Romero can knock you out, I think Impaz can knock him out too. I'm gonna go Impaz by knockout. I think he can get a knockout, but I mean, Polizzi is tough though. He'll try to hang in there, but this is a 3-round fight, right? It's a 3-round fight. I think Impa by like money line alone is not bad here. I think Impa is gonna get this done. So Impa like minus 600 is kind of wide to be honest, but I think it's a solid parlay piece. Impa Kasangane. And then let's look at the next fight. I mean, Wilkinson, former UFC fighter, taking on Tom Breeze, who also used to fight in UFC. I think he fought Strickland. I remember back in the day. Tom Breeze, I'm gonna pick Tom Breeze here, but I really don't have a lot of confidence in this fight because he's gonna need to grapple. Like his striking is not as clean. He does have to grapple here. I feel like he got knocked up by Powell. Like he was not a bad KSW fighter. This guy's actually pretty good in KSW, to be fair. I mean, he got submitted by grounded pound by Brandon Allen. Was a decent grappler. What I will say, Wilkinson was on the juice, right? So Wilkinson was on the juice back then. So that's why his last fight was turned into a no contest because he was clearly on the juice there. I think Tom Breeze can pull it off, man. I might be fucking dead wrong about this one, but I think Tom Breeze can pull it off here. I actually cast a submission ticket on him when he fought on that PFL card over Silva, and he got the submission there. Phenomenal submission. It was like plus 200 by submission. Wilkinson's like he's only got 2 losses. One of them is to Izzy. So honestly, his losses are not bad. Lost to I don't know, this dude. I've never seen him fight. But his only loss recently has been to Adesanya. So he's a phenomenal kickboxer. And he's gonna be younger, I think. How much younger is he? I think they're both 32 years old. Tom Breeze needs to get this takedown though. If he doesn't get a takedown, he's gonna lose on the feed. He's got 13 submission wins, 5-3 in the UFC. He's got even to split with Strickland back in the day too. I remember that one. But yeah, I'm gonna go Tom Breeze by submission. Next fight, Clay Collard taking a tricky Pitbull. Clay Collard coming in at minus. Okay, what was the odds for the last fight? So Tom Breeze plus 150, and Wilkinson minus 150 in this matchup. I don't know. This is gonna be fucking crazy though. This fight is gonna be fun. We got a fun card this Friday, man. I'll be live. We'll be doing a fight companion this Friday for this beautiful card, and we're gonna be live for UFC the next day. But Tom Breeze plus 150. I think there's some. I think Tom Breeze is probably. I mean, submission is what I'll probably sprinkle submission for Tom Breeze because I'm not gonna touch the money line. His path to victory is gonna be submission because I think he's not gonna win this in here. Tom Wilkins gonna be the far better striker on the feed. And Clay Collard taking on Patricky Pitbull. Patricky Pitbull coming off that loss to Shabali, who's fighting Usman Nurmagomedov in a couple of weeks from now. When is that fight booked? I think Shabali's fighting Usman in a couple of weeks from now. He's fighting him in May 9th, 17th, I guess. So this is going to be in the May 17th Bellator card for the belt. But yeah. I got to go with Collard here. I think he's going to be the better striker, better boxer. But Tricky Pitbull doesn't really wrestle, right? He's not really going to wrestle like crazy. So yeah, I think Collard by decision here. I think he gets a decision here. Better boxer. But yeah, who knows? Ernie B said this is a fun pick. I'm waiting for you to go live for like 4 hours just to watch avian shit. Ernie said Alex gonna kick him right in the calf. I mean those calf kicks, like you guys see the meme that Hill made on his Instagram page. He's like, oh shit, I'm just gonna walk through this. So he had his buddy kicking him in the leg, and then he's trying to run away from the cage. Bro, it's gonna be a fun fight though. But yeah, Hill is a salty guy, but I mean the guy is fucking he's brimming with confidence though, so you never know. Yeah, he does have a lot of ego though. Hill does have a lot of ego. So I don't think he's gonna wrestle in this fight. But maybe he's just trying to fool us. Maybe he does goes out there and wrestles Pereira, but he's not really known for wrestling, right? He was getting taken on by Thiago Santos and that fight against Santos. I mean Santos was landing some nice punches too, so but yeah, either way, man, it's gonna be a great matchup though. Let's go. Antoine said, yo, what's up, yo? I took a nap, 45 minutes nap, and it turned into 2 hours. I was super tired after work, bro. Yeah, those naps, like you really gotta put alarm clock on, but like even like taking a nap after work is like great, bro, because you feel fresh after. Yeah, I mean this card, like, are you guys gonna be watching this PFL card? I think this PFL card is not horrible, to be honest. There's some good fights on this card. I got Clay Collard by decision. I think win the decision. Mads Burnell taking on Michael Dufour. Mads Burnell is gonna win. He's gonna win by decision in this matchup. I don't think we need to spend too much time in this fight. He's gonna just bet a river, but not gonna bet him at 300 minus 300. Line is way too wide for this fight. Collard minus 200 in that matchup. I mean, probably gonna stay away from Collard too. Maybe the over. Maybe when they open the totals, maybe take the over. Mads Burnell, I mean, Michael minus 200 from Burnell though, but the only bet that I like on this card is Jacob Nadeau. I think this, yeah, okay, let's go over the card out. Sadi Bussy taking on Josh Silvero. I think Sadi Bussy gets it done, man. I think Sadi Bussy gets not a knockout. I wouldn't say a knockout. I think he's gonna win by decision. I think Sadi Bussy wins this matchup, but he's 37 years old. He lost to Magomed Karimov. I had Magomed Karimov play there. But I mean, he just kind of, I don't know why he's shooting takedowns in that way. He shot a takedown and ran into a guillotine choke from Magomed Karimov. His not an easy guy to trust. Saudi Bussy, I'll tell you guys that much. But he trains over there at Extreme Couture. Both of these guys train out of decent camps, so either way, man, it should be a fucking great matchup either way. Well, I'm gonna pick Saudi Bussy by decision because Silveira's gonna need those takedowns. And 70% going with Saudi Bussy and 30% going with Silveira, but who knows, man? I'm gonna go with Saudi Bussy by decision. He's a better kickboxer. Yeah, Yuxi Muradov taking on Jacob Nadeau, and Jacob Nadeau cast for us as underdog his last fight. He fought Simeon Powell. We absolutely fraud checked and knocked out in the second round. And your boy, I was one of those 20% that was on Nadeau in that matchup as a plus 150 underdog. Yeah, I think Nadeau is going to get this done, but I'm pretty confident in this matchup. Yaxi Muradov is a decent point fighter, but doesn't really have crazy power. And Nadeau is going to be 6'3", much bigger than him, much more powerful. I think Nadeau gets the knockout here, man. The guy that he fought in his last fight was way better than Yaxi Muradov, even though he didn't have a lot of experience. So Yaxi Muradov does have a lot of experience, but he's going to get knocked out here. I'm going to pick a Nadeau by second on TKO. I don't know about these matchups. These all next. I mean, Ghazi Rabadanov. This guy's pretty good, but he's probably gonna win this matchup. But Renfro is he's got some power, but he's not really all that good. Well, this guy's like it's gonna be a boring fight. This one, but there's some good fights. And Brent Pimmons is back. I think Bruno Miranda is not a bad underdog on this card. Overall, man, you guys, we're gonna take it easy now, man. We've been here fucking like almost like. We've been here 3.5 hours, man, and yeah, it was a fun stream though. Like I said, yeah, we've been here almost 4 hours, bro. It's been a fun stream. And I said, dude, I said 3. I woke up, it was going off. I just thought, man, what the f? It's all good, bro. I mean, it happens. It happens all the time. Let's go said highlight by KO, Alex KO. Yeah, I was picking Hill for the last couple of months. Then I'm picking fucking. A lot of these fights, bro, like it's gonna be coin flip fights at the end of the day. I feel like either way, man, it's gonna be a phenomenal fight. Is anyone live right now? And then we're gonna check if someone else is live. Lasso Mim is the only guy holding it down for the late night gang. Guys, go hang out at Lasso Mim. I'm out of here, man. We've been here fucking. I was planning to go live for like 2 hours, but yeah, great. We had a fun stream, man. I appreciate you guys all. Wanna big thanks to fucking Nate Brown for gifting 2 memberships on the stream, man. Appreciate the brother. And shout out to everyone that came out and was hanging out with us in the stream. It was a fun card, man. It was a fun breaking down. We'll probably go over fights in the next couple of weeks when they drop all the props for this card in the next couple of days. I think they'll drop the prop for the prelims the next 2 days for all the props. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Lasso MMA is the only guy live right now, I think, in MMA YouTube. I don't see anyone else live right now. Yeah, MMA Guru is live right now, but he's got enough people watching him. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out of here, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you guys all. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out. And yeah, how many likes we at right now? We should be at like 20 likes at least now. Let's see. Okay, we had 21 likes. Let's freaking go. Love to see it, man. Love to see it, guys. Yeah, good night, MMA Pro. Good night, everyone. That's not chatting it up right now in the chat. I'll see you guys too. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. Take it easy, and I'll probably be back tomorrow. We'll probably be just hang out. We'll probably just hang out for like an hour or two tomorrow, maybe like an hour and a half. I got some stuff to do tomorrow though, so maybe tomorrow, but no guarantees. But I'll see you guys the next one, man. Yeah, we'll be live on Friday for sure. We'll be live Saturday for sure, but I'll be live throughout the week, and tomorrow probably earlier tomorrow. I'll probably be live around like 8, 9 tomorrow, maybe like 6, 7. So. I'll be like evening, probably after 6 for sure. Probably like 7, late after 7. So I'll be live tomorrow, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Good night. And I'll see you in the next one. Later, Antoine. Later, brother. Later, guys.